Welcome to the Warrior Cats Book Club. Two of us have never read the Warrior series in our lives, while the other three are rereading the series for the millionth time. Together we'll be sitting down and discussing our takes on the books as new and old readers, starting from the very beginning. Today's episode we'll be discussing Rising Storm.
Rams, are you okay, buddy? How are you feeling?
You okay?
Whatever, it's whatever, man.
Oh, he's so sad.
It's
understandably so.
Like, I knew it like immediately when she was like, "I'll go." I'll be like, "Dude."
When I tell you, me and Blix have been waiting for this as soon as you guys mentioned your favorite character.
Yeah.
Rubbing your hands together.
This is why we need the sprites of me and Blix like looking at the camera.
Yeah, I haven't been reading the comments because I figured people would like spoil and be like, "I can't wait till they read this part."
Yeah.
I can barely read the books. You think I could read comments?
Anyways, books about cats.
Yeah, I guess
Yeah.
we can talk about this fucking book.
Anyways, we still need a little jing over. Anyways.
So, update on the StarClan's crimes, as always.
Wait, hold on. Viewers, comment down below what you think each of us gave.
Oh my god.
He's becoming a YouTuber. I'm so
Oh my god.
Remember to
product.
subscribe
Push
and
the
hit that
product.
bell icon if you want to see the next episode of the
Yeah,
Warrior
drop
Cats
that
Book
engagement.
Club.
So I will say, like, as one, if you want to, I would highly suggest putting your own rating of Rising Storm
be
in the
cool.
comments to see how it compares with hours later.
It's not as valid as my rating, but it'll be okay.
Anyways, to start with StarClan's crimes, they saved the Shadow Clan leader with a beam of light. Cool. They sent the message of, real thriving to Shadow Clan. Lovely. StarClan doesn't always share everything with Medicine Cats, putting that pin in it later. StarClan cannot turn back time as a, post-popular
To the good old days.
Beware an enemy who seems to sleep, which is probably one of the most...
Every enemy.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
And
probably
the
the
most
vaguest prophecy they've given yet.
They should have just said beware.
Beware. StarClan can take their camera recordings to give it to cats in a dream. So like that's where Fireheart got the vision of the two-legged kits that started the fire. So like StarClan can take their camera recordings and just input it into someone else's dream. I found that out.
my
That
God.
was cool.
They send prank videos. They start sending random videos just for fun.
Man, I can't wait for them to start sending those AI slop videos. It'll be beautiful.
Oh god. All right, but
That's
if we
sick.
want to get started with the main discussion, new readers, hey, let's
Hey,
give
what's
your opinion on Rising Storm.
Every time we start, and there's just deafening
It's just-
silence.
Dude, if we were in the same room, it would just be us looking at each other.
Yeah. I
God
wish we
would.
could have the cartoon blink sound, blinking at each other.
This one I can understand. They are in the middle of grieving, so
I was worried very much a lot, specifically for Rams. Andrew
yeah.
can kiss my butt, but Rams I
well-
felt so bad for.
That's messed up, man. That's messed. I'll go first. I liked it and I didn't like it.
Interesting.
I got some mixed emotions on this one. Some good characters. Changed.
just changed.
Not much looking forward to the next book,
Oh, that's so real, though.
right?
This whole week leading up to this, I'm waiting to see how far you guys were because I thought maybe message and stuff.
As
and
if they
just
don't read the day
radio-
before.
That's so true. That's so
Or
valid.
the
But the
day of.
radio
The
silence.
day of.
I was like, oh, they're broken, guys.
Yeah.
They're never coming back here.
Don't worry, Yellowfang does not go away forever.
Suddenly I think I really love Fireheart.
Whoa!
Whoa! Don't look. I know
If
grief
that's what it
is.
takes. If that's what it takes.
Is that the denial part? Or is...
Look, whoever I love, if they're gonna pass away, I might as well just use it for good.
That's what? That is so real.
I'm gonna strategically love the characters now.
I'm waiting desperately for Rams, and he's just
Oh
silent.
no, sorry. It's just like. So it's interesting, right? Because this book, I feel like it's the fastest I've read a book of these before. At least it felt like it was going really quick. And I'm also super mixed on it. And it's not even just about Yellowfang's death, because I actually
Yeah.
think there's only really one thing I would change about that death. We can get to that when we get to it. I don't know. It's a weird ass book because there are parts of it that I'm like, that's a really interesting choice, and then there are parts of it where I'm like, dude, that sucks.
Yeah. One more thing that I just kind of really didn't like about this book is it almost felt incomplete. It felt like just a middle section of something.
Dude, no, that's exactly what it
That's
is.
a
It's
fair
like it's like
point.
we're treading our feet so we can get to the two books that are the fucking
Yeah,
finale
the
of.
last book was a very good like finality of had some
Yeah.
good finality to it. Like it could have ended there, but it didn't.
Because I know obviously like this is like they're each books in like a book series, and this is all like part of like one like section. The issue is like at least all the other books they had like a narrative where like a beginning, middle, and an end and stuff like that. This one just sort of seems to meander. Like it feels like the entire middle of another book.
Founder. Fine. Again with the silence after my jokes. It hurts.
Well,
I
you know,
actually
it's
didn't
something
hear what
funny.
he
I didn't
said.
hear
I'm
it at
so
all.
sorry.
But I'm
I
just gonna
zoned the
say I
fuck
did it
out
on
for
purpose.
a second.
Damn, I said meounder. Come on,
Oh,
hee hee
okay.
Oh, didn't okay.
Alright,
Yeah, I
okay.
guess
You didn't
really
miss
shouldn't
anything.
have brought it. Yeah, you should have brought attention to that one.
one.
You know what? It hurts. It hurts even more that I had to say it again, and it got even worse.
I have 3 pages worth of notes on this one for some reason.
I have half a page.
So to start us off, let's go with this prologue of the whole sickness. I'm gonna start off with page 5, so it's like right before it ends. Of Running Nose. Obviously, anytime he talks, I just think he talks like this all the
Well,
time.
wait, hold on. It says the medicine cat because
Sorry.
you don't know who it is.
We know.
Dude, I know. The entire time I was reading it, I was like, "There's literally no other clan this could be." Are you serious? Like, you can just say it's Shadow Clan.
I mean, I do like that they left that out for anonymity. But for this part of like
Yeah, Doctor Patient's confidentiality.
Dr. Patient. But I do like the whole we'll do more than survive, we shall rule the whole forest. I didn't think Running Nose was that ambitious. This kind
It's
of
in his DNA. He has the DNA of a ruler.
like the we shall rule the whole forest kind of feels a bit
We shall make the forest
evil?
great again.
I know this is Shadow Clan and
Brother.
Shadow's made to be like, ooh, bad guy, but why is
But
it?
also-
Why did StarClan send them a sign of you're gonna rule the whole forest? That doesn't.
Dude,
Yeah.
I have thoughts on that, and it's hard because I don't want to spoil like going forward, so I'm not gonna like say everything. But like that is such a suspicious whole thing from StarClan that I'm not fully convinced it was from StarClan.
I want to
Like,
say
think-
it could have been
Yeah.
easily made up.
It's from
Oh,
Moon
yeah.
Clan.
Oh my god, the evil StarClan.
Evil clan.
The evil clan. Yeah, dude, I think it's fucking stupid. Like, I guess you gotta have an antagonist, like an overarching antagonist. But
Yeah, because
why would? Yeah, well, why would there be an evil clan? I'm just like, why would if StarClan is so awesome and cool?
Yeah.
Like, why would they make one of their clans evil? And they're not
No,
inherently
no,
evil.
I do. But even from just like a narrative perspective, it's boring if there's just a clan that's pure evil. It's more fun
Yeah.
when like the clans are working like for their own interest.
Definitely.
Like people do bad things to help themselves or to help their people.
But they
dude.
weren't
Yes.
like made to be evil. Like their whole thing is that they're up on I don't know, but apparently like the wind blows over their heart and it has made them like they are not supposed to quote unquote be evil. That's just a thing that they say.
On
But
like
yes.
a completely different note of like the different clans and all that, I would have loved if there was like a very slight like ability difference. There was like it was barely talked about in like the fight with like Wing Clan of like them being slightly faster. But if they did more of that and like if Shadow Clan
that'd
had
be cool as
like
fuck,
some partial
actually.
invisibility or River Clan had some.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, let me go.
I'm sorry. I'll let you
Go
finish.
with
I'll let
it
you
and then
finish. I'm
instantly
so
against
sorry. I'm so sorry.
Jesus,
Please
I'm
finish.
over here cooking, and you decided
And
to.
Rams
This
is
man
pouring
You decide
water
to
on your
spit
I'm
fire.
gonna let you
in my
cook.
dish.
When you're done, I'm gonna fucking take
But it's like
Oh,
like
yes,
Wind Clan
please.
would have like slight super speed, and Thunder Clan would
Oh.
like super strength. Like it's like that slight ability difference that would kind of offset the clans, and obviously like
And then
the-
Thunder Clan is the best at everything because
Yeah,
Fireheart's there.
But like that would make the Gray Stripes kits a bit of a question to think about. That like,
Oh my god, it's like Dragon Ball.
I'm with Rams though. I am so against magic in these books. Like, give me realistic cats.
Yeah,
Yeah, well,
I
they got rid
think
of those after book 1. so.
I'm also
the
a big
only-
fan of like Wings of Fire, you know. So
Ah, yes.
But those are dragons, and that's I know nothing about that series other than like every dragon has like a different breath or whatever, and that's just cool as fuck because
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Just like
Oh,
so,
God,
like,
magic
it doesn't
getting
have to be
steep
like
breath.
magic, but like it could be something that is more like talked
Right,
about.
sets them apart.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
it was
I
barely
agree
talked about
with
with like the
you.
skirmish of the like in Wind Clan that he's a lot faster, but like I want more of that essentially.
I think that is a good idea, like genuinely, of like each clan, like because of what they eat and like where they are and how they train to like need to catch their prey, they should have like
Yeah,
different
it is slightly,
weaknesses
like-
and strengths.
Like Greystrike eats
but I
fish in
think-
this book, and then like, he can swim better. Like I want more
That's
of
fine.
that.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. Like the swimming is cool. I don't think ShadowClan should necessarily be invisible.
That was just the first thing
but
that
that-
came to
yeah,
my
yeah,
mind. It
and
could
that's
be
fair.
the camouflage is what I meant.
Well,
Camouflage is the better
let's
idea of
work
that.
with this a little bit.
You're
I think
not
they can
allowed
be
to have ideas
sneakier.
ever.
Well, they can just be
Like better night vision would be an
Oh,
easier one.
that's actually wait, that's cool because they're shrouded in darkness. Yeah, and better night vision and just being sneakier.
Yeah.
Like they're more powerful at night, so they like do
Yeah.
all their things. Like
Oh, they get a stat boost at night.
They get a stat boost
Oh,
at
big,
night.
big.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, it's just like D&D. It'd be cool if it was like D&D classes, because like shadow clans could be like the rogues.
Speaking of D&D, do you know what? You guys want to know what I'm making? I sent Blix like a big ass like
oh my
30
god,
megabyte
yeah.
picture.
Aren't you making your own tabletop system?
Yes, I am.
You're
It's
My
called.
God.
Believe it or
psycho,
not, it's
bro.
called Cats and Caverns. Like I actually kind of like
that's
that name.
kind of fire. Not gonna lie.
Damn.
So I actually am making that. I sent like I could probably send it here too, but it's like a 50 megabyte image of one of the 5 skill trees.
It's quite incredible to like talk to you and then to see your brain work the way it does. I become more afraid of you as I read each single word as it's laid out meticulously and terrifyingly, and I'm like, oh god, this man has power that I don't even want to begin to touch.
Brain. It's called
Brain.
hyperfixations.
So what I'm hearing is when it's done, we're gonna have a special episode of the pod where we play.
I wouldn't
Mm.
mind that because I do need people. I do need multiple like one shots to test everything out.
Oh my god, Andrew! We can make warrior cat OCs.
They finally complete their transformation.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. Back to the book.
Nerd.
Yeah, back
Nerd.
to the book.
Oh yeah, the book. Yeah.
My first chapter note is, just after chapter 1. I feel like Fireheart digs on Cloudpaw a little too much.
Yeah.
Yes.
Dude, this guy needs to make up his fucking mind. Whether he likes his brother or he fucking hates him. Cause it's insane to me.
Look,
Because he's
he doesn't
digging on
like
him.
him. He just likes that he's not the only kitty pet anymore.
Yes.
He's doing worse than him, so he could like look at him and he's like, oh well, at least I'm not like that guy.
It's like
I'm gonna be honest. The thing that pissed me off is like half the stuff he's getting mad at. It's stuff that he did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's also
I
like
don't know.
a typical child making typical child decisions and mistakes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, no offense, Fireheart, you were way older when you were doing this stuff.
Oh yeah,
Like-
so true actually.
And also, like, what pisses me off is that he digs on him so much. Like, it's a pigeon, not a dove. Like, who fucking cares? It's food.
That line was crazy
Yeah.
semantics. It's
On
like
the
you should know the
actual
difference
sim.
between the food that the glorious Star Clan gives us. And it's like, dude, it's a bird, we're gonna eat it. I don't care.
It has feathers. It's food.
Yeah, like, the fact that Cloudpaw didn't go back to get the pigeon, like, and that was brought up several times for, like, good lord, man. Also, because Fireheart buried the pigeon, I don't think Cloudpaw would be able to find it without, like, sniffing it out.
I will say one thing I never understood is like they like bury their food while they're hunting and then they wait to drag it all back. What happens if another animal just comes along and eats the food that they've just
That's
left
why
there?
they bury it,
Dude,
so
yeah,
another
that
animal doesn't.
happens.
Yeah.
But I mean, how deep are they burying this? If nothing else can find it.
It's I guess it's temporary because you hunt, you kill it, and then you don't leave it out. You just bury it, and then you hunt, kill, and like it's like maybe 15 to 30 minutes, and then you come back and get everything and go back.
I guess one of the issues I have with these books is I have no concept of the timeline, like how much
That's a
That's
good
so
point.
true. They make
Oh my
it so
God.
difficult.
And I feel like in this book especially, it started doing time skips during chapters,
Yeah.
which I think is
Yes.
crazy. Because I'm reading the chapter and it's like several days have passed since whatever's passing, and I'm like, okay, goddamn, okay.
So
Well,
I
and
might be
two-
wrong. Oh, sorry, go.
Oh, go ahead. No.
No, I feel like more time passed in this book than the previous 3 books combined.
Yes, dude, and that was actually, I'm glad because mine goes hand in hand with that, because Willow Pelt, I'm pretty sure Willow Pelt, whoever her name is, she has like full babies in this book, and like she wasn't even pregnant last book, and they're like, yeah, she's about ready to pop, and it's like, okay, when? What? Okay, what is?
Also, to Rams and Andrew, the descriptions of birth doesn't get any better. In fact, it gets a lot worse as these books go on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest,
Awesome.
you could say that about so many things in this book and it would hold true.
Just like, I just wanted to prepare you, like, there are descriptions of birds that just say, like, oh, it slithered out onto the moss, and like,
Yeah, I don't. They
it's
do
not
that.
fun.
Right, they're so odd about it. Bite the stick. That's my thing where I'm like, oh, why do we gotta say it like that? Why?
Yeah, like,
Yeah, I have a note for chapter 1.
oh, okay, go ahead.
It's gonna keep getting worse, so I'm gonna get over it. I probably won't, but I'm gonna say that I'm gonna get over it because I'm like, oh boy, time to read the next Warrior Cats book, and then like it's like that's Cloudpaw. Basically what Cloudpaw's whole deal is to the reader at home, and it's like 3 paragraphs explaining to me the entire like previous books, and it's just like, man.
They do that up until chapter 19 this time, by the way.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Well, it's
taking
because
it further,
they
you
introduced
take
like
people.
someone super late, or they introduced and that's also not even true, by the way. It happens during Yellowfang's death, and it was
Oh,
pissing
you're
me
right.
Oh my god.
Because she brings up Broken Tail, and they have to be
Oh,
like,
you're right.
by the way,
Oh my
for
god.
readers who don't
Sleeping
know,
holes.
Broken Tail. But yeah, it's just like, I know it needs to keep happening because
Does it?
you want yes, because that you want a reader to be able to just pick up any book.
Yes, but it should be like contained to the beginning, like maybe first couple
Yeah.
chapters.
I agree.
Also, quick question. This is completely a side tangent because I was curious about something because something threw me off when I started this book. Did I just entirely skip over Cinderpelt's naming ceremony, or did that just happen off camera?
Well, it happens off. I feel like with the medicine cats, especially at the beginning books, like it's not a leader ceremony. It's done.
I feel
at
like
the-
it should. I feel like her naming ceremony should have happened, if at all, like in the 3rd book when she went to go get approved by StarClan. Is that not where you would get that name?
Oh my god. Was she Cinderpaw last book?
Yeah, like I'm looking at page 301.
Oh, she
of Forest
was?
of
Oh my
Secrets,
god.
And it's like,
God, I didn't even realize.
it's
That's
Cinderpaw.
crazy.
Like, did we miss
Is
it?
it-
I'm
what
gonna
do
be
they mean?
completely honest with you guys. Every time I write one of these characters' names down, I just leave out the last half because I can never remember
That's
it.
That's gonna get really bad for you later, man.
Oh yeah.
It's
They,
really
they start
terrible.
reusing shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I couldn't remember the
Me
last
and
part
Blix
of their
know
name
exactly.
from book 1.
Even using the second name at times can woo.
Like, I won't give spoilers, but there are cats that you have to say first name, last name, star, so you know which
No.
one you're like talking about in terms of
I
like
hate that.
characters, because they are all named the same thing.
All I'm gonna say is Fireheart will always be Rusty to me.
Oh, beautiful!
Oh.
Oh my
Well,
god!
is he the only like fire in the entire series? Like,
It
fire?
almost
there was one in
becomes
this
like
book.
a weird thing where it's like, I feel like if somebody was to name them fire after, they'd be like, that's actually the name of our like god
Lord
savior
and
man.
Savior.
It's kind of messed up.
That's the name of Jesus Christ,
Yeah, but actually,
which happens in real life.
To continue on
Oh,
page
fine.
17, this is like right before chapter 2. I feel like the naming of a deputy after the last one betrayed everyone is kind of like a low priority ritual that could probably take some time. I feel like StarClan should take some time. It's later discussed that that's why the fire happened. I'm like, bro, I feel like the punishment does not match the crime at this point.
Yeah.
I feel like it's the elders though who are like just looking for something because it's like back in my day, and they're so ready to be pissed always. They're like, oh, like you weren't named the deputy under like 5 seconds.
It was like 5 minutes after Moon High, and like they were
Yeah,
so
and-
pissed off.
but they're like so
Yeah.
bothered by it.
So I will say these books do something that I find really annoying, where all of a sudden the character will bring up like there's this really important rule about honor and stuff like that that's never been mentioned up until now, but it is the most important one, and you gotta
Yep.
honor it. Like it,
This is the most important rule we have. I'm telling this to you for the first time right now.
Yeah, but that's
Why
what
is
they keep
brought up in
doing.
the
It's
first
like,
book?
oh, a warrior should like book 2. It was like a warrior should never kill, never mentioned in book 1. Like they keep just bringing up new rules where it's like, hey, well, this was never
It's-
established before.
It is the worst in Arc 1. Like they do
Yeah.
carry a lot of it over into, but yes, in Arc 1 it is pretty bad because we are learning a lot of it, and it does kind of it
I feel
comes
like the
out.
writers are also learning a lot of it too, as we
Oh,
are.
I
without
mean,
a
yeah.
doubt, without a doubt.
I mean,
but it's-
obviously, there's gonna be some hiccups where it's like, you know, they're sort of writing the lore as they're going along. They're setting the groundwork for what's to come. But it's kind of frustrating when it's like, as a
Oh,
reader,
for
it's
sure.
like, yeah, you're telling me you don't know about this very obvious important ritual that's completely ruined. It's like, no, it never brought up in any of the previous books I read.
and then they call them cringe and spit in their face. It's terrible.
Fucking boomers, man.
Honest to God. But no, you're so right on that. And it happens. If it happened like once or twice, okay. But it definitely is always brought up when they're quote unquote breaking that rule. So it comes across very much like, oh, this feels very plot convenient.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the frustrating part is we had like a new set of eyes into the clan when we were following Fireheart in the first couple books, where it's like it made sense for as like them to be able to introduce all these new rules and stuff like that in a way that didn't feel very contrived. But now at this point, we have Fireheart, the new guy of the clan, being like, "You're telling me you don't know about these obvious rules of the clan and honor and stuff like that?" It's like, you're the new guy as well. How do you even know about this stuff?
No, I agree.
I don't
yeah.
know.
I think now's a good time to like use our internet search engines, and I'm gonna read off the listed warrior code that
Oh, no.
has been
Oh,
alluded
shit.
to.
But yeah, they never list it out, do they? Really?
No, they don't list it out in these books, but I'm gonna list it out to you guys now for the new readers and their context, so we can have this to discuss later.
Sure.
But this is from the Warrior Cats website. So, rule number 1 is defend your clan even with your life. You may have friendships with cats from other clans, but your loyalty must remain to your clan, as one day you will meet them in battle. I feel like that one's been
Makes
discussed
sense, yeah.
several times.
And
Yep.
Fireheart has gone against that probably 100 times so far.
Yep.
It's great.
Blue Star brings it up in this book in a kind of interesting way. Anyways, continue.
Do not hunt or trespass on another clan's territory.
That one is like a vague guideline though. Like if you want.
Number 3 is, this is like the 10 commandments. Actually, wait, shit, there's 15. Okay. Elders and kits must be fed before apprentices and warriors. Unless they have permission, apprentices may not eat until they have hunted to feed the elders.
I hope this isn't a spoiler, but I can't remember when it is. But they said, "Oh, we're not on a hunting patrol, so we can eat. We're on a border patrol. It's fine."
Yeah.
Like they make a
Yes, they
specific
have mentioned
point,
that.
which is so goofy. So it's like, well, like that's not.
It's
You
like
can't
it's just a
add
loophole.
random.
It's a
yeah.
loophole. Yeah. I like, what is the punishment exactly for any of these crimes? Are they all punished
Yes.
equally?
I
Like,
think
are
it's
there
up to
is
the
there any
discretion of
punishment?
the leader, I think.
Okay.
And if
I
it's Blue Star,
guess.
she's gonna give you an apprentice.
Also, okay, so, like a very small aside that's like tangentially related. So they have like at the top of every single book, they have the allegiances. They have the map. Why did they not just think to like add in the list of like clan rules or like warrior rules?
That's a
as
good
well, too?
point. Like, give us the warrior code at the beginning as well. because
Like
you're
they're already
filling
adding
it
all this
up.
like world building or like extra stuff that you can read and look at. I feel like that would be a
Yeah,
very
give us the
easy
warrior
thing to
code,
slot in there as
too.
well too.
Hello?
Yeah.
That would have been great.
That would be cool, yeah.
That's a great idea. Andrew, I'm never going to say this again, but you're kind of smart.
Oh my God,
Okay,
quick,
can I get a
quick,
recording of that?
clip
Can I
it.
get a recording?
Cut that out, guys. Cut that out.
Cut it out. Cut it. Future me, cut that part. Prey is killed only to be eaten. Give thanks to StarClan for its life. Okay. There's like a few points in this where like Fireheart sends a prayer to StarClan for the life of Prey, so I guess like that is followed. Other than that, number 5 is a kid must be at least 6 moons old to become an apprentice. I feel like
Gato Clan. Ooh.
one specific leader did not follow that.
Yeah. Neither did Andrew.
Neither did
Well,
I.
okay, small loophole. What if you just don't name them as an apprentice? Can you still start training them up as like a child soldier?
No!
You are.
Hold on, I think he's right.
I'm just saying, you just can't have the naming ceremony. You can still like train them.
Take that, Star Clan. We found a loophole.
I'm not breaking the rules about playing you.
Damn. Star Clan's playing checkers, you're playing chess.
I'm eating the game pieces.
I'm drooling on the game board.
Number 6. Newly appointed warriors will keep a silent vigil for one night after receiving their warrior name. Cool.
Yeah.
We've done that one. Number 7. A cat cannot be made deputy without having mentored at least one apprentice.
Huh.
Does he have to successfully mentor
No,
them?
it doesn't say anything about that.
I made it.
Successfully mentor his own apprentice, not someone else's.
At least one apprentice is what it says, not his own.
Okay, well.
He technically had an apprentice. He mentored them for a day or two before
Bro
they got hit.
has low-key 3 apprentices.
Exactly.
And he never, oh my god, he never gives himself credit. That's the one thing he could like give himself credit for, is that he was training Cinderpaw and also trained, I don't remember his name.
Brackenpaw.
Brackenpaw, yeah.
Yeah.
He basically trained him too, but he's like, am I doomed to never have an apprentice who
I thought you were gonna
succeeds?
say like Fireheart doesn't give himself credit for the apprentices he's ruined.
That's
No!
Damn.
He literally in this book is like, it's like I'm cursed to never have an apprentice that will become a warrior. And then meanwhile Brackenpaw is just like over there like, hey, what's up?
But like, I feel like it's even a bigger point of pride that your apprentice becomes a damn medicine cat. Like, that's sick as hell.
Mhm.
Like,
Well, you see, this is Fireheart, who has
The wherewithal of a stick in the mud, really.
Yeah.
true, very true. Ah, me too.
And honestly, survival instincts of a fart.
Yeah.
So after the death or retirement of the deputy, the new deputy must be chosen before Moon High. Even then, has a loophole. The deputy didn't die or retire. He was
That's
chased
true.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Dude, I didn't even think about that, to be honest.
Wait, so the fucking, oh my god, then it doesn't
Does that mean
apply
they have to go
here.
hunt him down before they can name a new one?
So
Small
no one
marriage
should be giving
example.
Fireheart shit for being named deputy because it's not the rule.
The deputy will become clan leader when the leader dies or retires. That one's basic. Number 10. A gathering of all 4 clans is held at the full moon during a truce that lasts for the night. There shall be no fighting among clans at this time.
Broken daily.
I mean, no physical fighting, I'd assume. Next one is number 11. Boundaries must be marked daily, checked and marked daily. Challenge all trespassing cats.
When they say mark, does that mean they have to go around pissing on things?
Yes.
Yes.
So no warrior may neglect a kit in pain or in danger, even if the kit is from another clan.
How much
But then
pain?
every time
Even.
someone does that, another person's pissy about it.
True.
Yeah.
It's written down. Well, I guess it's not written down, but
The subtext of this one is if you do from another clan, the other clan has permission to call you stealing their kits. Yeah, that,
And they will.
yeah. So this is why the punishment is up to the leader's discretion. Number 13 says the word of the clan leader is warrior code. This leaves it
That
open
seems abusable.
for amendments.
you know that doesn't bode well for the future of Shadow Clan.
Yeah.
Are you eating
it
the
really
book
does.
again, Rams? God damn it.
Oh, I like genuinely. I took a bite of a hash brown and I forgot that I was eating for
Oh,
a second.
nice.
What a delicious, nutritious treat. I love hash browns.
It's the first thing I've eaten all day.
Oh my god, dude, nourish yourself. What the hell?
I was busy reading.
Next one is number 14. An honorable warrior does not need to kill other cats to win his battles, unless they are outside the warrior code or it's necessary for self-defense.
Or they
Okay,
call you
wait.
kitty pet.
Question there. So it doesn't say that I can't kill. I mean, that they can't kill. It
It's
just says
just under
that
specific
if you're honorable, you
circumstances.
shouldn't.
Mhm,
An
mhm.
honorable warrior does not need to kill other cats to win battles unless they're outside the warrior code, which means it's free game on Fireheart.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
true. Okay.
But do I need to be an honorable warrior? Can I just be a
No,
normal
of course
you
not.
can just be a warrior cat, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Number 15, a warrior rejects the soft life of a kitty pet.
Yeah, well, that one
That
actually
one-
wasn't added until Fireheart joined the clan.
It's scribbled in crayon at the bottom.
It's so petty. So that's the warrior code. Any questions?
Yes, all of them.
On the whole thing of like Andrew's point of like add it at the beginning, there was like the whole thing in Wings of Fire where they put the prophecy at the very beginning of every book in like the first
Yeah.
series. So like yeah, they could do that, or then they should.
Yeah, I mean, like they already have the giant map that they throw up there. They already have the allegiances, so I don't see why they wouldn't be able to just chuck that in
you're
there.
giving so much credit to them.
Well, I'm just trying to improve these books. What can I say?
You're doing the Lord's
I'm doing my
work.
part.
Back to the books. Right before chapter 2, page 18 for actual book covers.
Every time.
Look, you're calling us a kitty pet every time you bring that up. There's a lot of
hurts
hate
almost
with
as
Kamasi in this
bad.
call.
Yeah, this is page 18. This is about Bramblekit. It's I understand like seeing the exact same pelt as Tiger Claw in the form of this like little runt. It's just a child, man. That kid is impressionable at this point. Don't outwardly hate the child, or else he's gonna grow to hate you, and then he's gonna become what you
it's
fear.
So crazy.
I think the funniest thing to think about from his like perspective as well too is thinking of how tiny a kitten is. Like this little thing wobbling on its 2 feet compared to Tiger Claw, which is supposed to be like this big ass cat, and he's just like looking at it with like fury in his eyes. It's just
Dude,
like,
and he jumps every time.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
for the first like 10 chapters, he sees this child and he goes, "Oh my god! Don't scare me like that!"
But I'd like to imagine he has this really deep voice.
But I will say,
But
W. Goldenflower for the
Oh,
just like the
yes.
eyes have always betrayed your heart. Like, damn.
And she calls him out so hard, so fast, and so often, and I love that. And she's constantly, she like tells him exactly that, like what Rams was saying, of like, yeah, I get that Tiger Star sucks. I don't agree with what he did, but these are literally babies pooping their diipers. Like, what is your problem?
It's like
Not
you
only
see, it's like your big. Oh god, there's a lot of historical figures I could name.
even related to like Fireheart's character, his whole thing is like he hates that people judge him for being like kitty pets, and yet he's judging this little dude that's done nothing.
But you know
a
what?
big evil guy. You just see the toddler wearing his same clothes. It's a toddler.
2 things. One, I would like to imagine that Bramble-Kit is just a kitten body with Tiger Claw's full adult head, and he's like very top heavy.
It's like a full head.
It's like a little pet shop guy.
Oh, stop! That is cute.
Oh my god.
Yes, Fireheart often is saying things like, oh, like, he's so scary. But I will give him credit, because I am a #1 Fireheart hater. He does have moments where he stops himself, and he's like, no, this is like he has that, because I mean, like, your initial...
If anything, I think
yeah.
it would be valid if Blue Star felt that way about Bramblekit, because Blue Star has been directly affected and almost killed by Tiger Claw. Fireheart...
Blue Star's seen the kit. Like, let's be so for real.
Blue Star's seen the kids.
Yeah.
Like,
Tiger Claw's back! Kill it!
Oh, he does, but then, like, yes, I get that they look a lot alike, but then there's little Tawny Kit, who's like... Sorry, who's...
Is Tawny Kit even named in this one?
Well, and they call her a pale ginger she-cat. I'm like, what?
That'll make more sense
to you guys
I don't
later.
think they named Tawny Kit, who is... Yeah, it's like, that's
Do they not?
That's the sister. I don't think they do.
Oh,
I
what the
don't
hell?
remember that name.
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell, really?
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Wow,
never mind.
spoilers.
Sorry.
These books are
Okay.
ruined. I can't read anymore.
Unreadable. Okay, this was kind of spoilers, but really it's not at all, so I'm going to say it. But she is like a calico, or like a dilute calico. I'm not entirely sure what, but specifically,
She's a
but they
cat.
call her a pale tabby in this book, and I'm like, just this book though, and I'm like, I'm pretty sure that's like, so I don't know if they just
I'm sorry, an
changed her halfway.
inconsistency in these books?
I know, seriously, unreadable.
No.
I know.
This is the first time this has happened. I'm so disappointed.
You should bring this up.
You know, like when
trust me, I've
puppies
written
have
emails.
like baby fur and like their fur coats and
Yeah,
they
I guess,
change over
that's true.
times. I guess that could be an argument, but I'm grasping.
You're giving
at
him a lot of
straws.
credit. Yeah. But no, but I don't know why I felt the need to bring that up, but I was just like, when I was reading that recently, I was like, what?
No,
Who is
thank you. I'll
this?
take this to the top.
As you should.
Maybe she like really is like only ginger and like uses like paint and like Sharpie to do
You know
the
what? That's
calico
kind of
bit.
sick as hell, though. She's like,
That
I
makes
will
sense.
not look like my father.
Yeah.
Even though he is not a pale ginger at all, but still.
The next one I have is on page 23. It's the whole like when Blue Star thinks Gray Stripe's still in the clan. That's not on that point that she's losing her mind. It's on the point of like they've already introduced Gray Stripe as a character via like one of these paragraph flashbacks, right? I think if they had just not included that paragraph flashback and they just had this like Blue Star saying Gray Stripe and all that as that flashback, that would have been a much easier way to do that flashback rather than just
Yeah.
blatantly saying it out
Yeah.
loud. Like having Blue Star mistakenly think that Gray Stripe's still in the clan. Perfect way to like
'Cause then it
introduce
serves a narrative
the flag. Yeah.
purpose.
So that's just like
Um,
as a writer, I noticed these type of things and I'm like that could have been a lot better. It's very minute, very nitpicky, but like that's the way.
No,
to do
but
it.
it's a good point. Like you're right. Like
Yeah, it serves a narrative purpose to show like Blue Star's like decline, but then also like we don't need the
twice as
Fireheart
long. Yeah.
the Fireheart thing where he's like, what would Graystripe say here? I find myself constantly imagining what Graystripe would says as he does it only once in the first chapter. You make up a reason to bring up the fucking flashback and then never do it again.
Yep.
It's like, and I honestly would kind of fuck with that if like he's like having visions of Spotted Leaf. He's constantly thinking and like missing his best friend and thinking what he would say to these situations. When Cloud fucking Paw gets taken, he can be like, oh man, I'm like imagining like what Cloudpaw would do here. It's like it can be a thing where he misses his friends and
Yeah.
like his family, but they don't do it. They only do it with fucking Spotted Leaf. And they gaslight me into thinking they're trying to gaslight me into thinking that Spotted Leaf was ever close to Fireheart. Because
Honest to
even
God.
in this book, I wrote it down because he has like a thing in chapter 14 or whatever chapter where he's like, Spotted Leaf, Gray Stripe, Cloudpaw, am I destined to constantly lose every cat I get close to? And it's like, bro,
Like,
3 days
sorry.
in a whiff.
3
No,
days
trust me,
in
Don't
a
you
you
need
dare
to be said.
apologize. It's so true. And your passion fuels me. So do
Yeah.
not apologize.
I just love how he just ramped up.
Oh yeah, he was like
Because
he was
started
making
getting
himself
angry,
more
bro.
mad. Yeah.
I was getting angry.
I'm being gaslight. I'm being gaslight.
It's just like you don't have to lie to me, bro.
It's
You
just what he
say,
wanted.
You can just say he had a like. You can make Fireheart a
He's
loser, which he
making himself
already
mad
is.
again.
No, I'm not. I'm so calm right now.
It says through gritted teeth.
It's just like Fireheart can still have his like irrational attachment to Spotted Leaf, which is called out by Cinderpelt.
It is
W.
called out,
Cinderpelt.
Yeah.
and thank God.
Yeah.
Honest to God. Yeah.
But like I feel like that almost makes his character more interesting if like he starts realizing that like why do I like have these feelings for a cat like I barely knew, and it can be just like a crush or whatever, and like something like that. I think that's more interesting than the
Definitely.
writers trying to lie to me.
On an actual good note of writing, on
Holy shit! I
page-
thought you were like just roasting Franz there on an actual important, notable point.
Yeah, now to
It's
bring up something that actually fucking matters.
Yeah.
on page 28, but it's the
Oh.
like I enjoyed like again more Cinderpelt and Yellowfang back and forth. I just like the word lines that allude to something that has happened that the readers
Yes.
like don't know
yes.
about. So it's like,
Yep.
don't tell me you spilled mouse bile in Yellowfang's nest again. Like it's happened before and probably more
Yeah,
than
and
once.
it just like shows that they have this like relationship.
That imply life happening without these books. I like those
Mhm.
lines. So like I enjoyed that has happened
I
more
wish
than
more
once.
stuff would happen off screen.
Yeah,
I would have to read it.
But on that kind
Yeah.
of like there, but with just like slightly backwards on page 27. But the same thing kind of in the gaslighting thing, but not actually at all. But the whole thing where it's like now that Gray Stripe is gone, Cinderpelt's my favorite or my best friend, my closest friend, and Yellowfang's just standing there like, what the hell, bro? Like I thought
Yeah,
him and
yeah,
Yellowfang
yeah.
were supposed to be like besties. And he's
Yeah.
like just totally dismissive of that. It's like,
Yeah.
okay, well, fuck her, I guess.
Well, I mean, to be fair, and Yellowfang even brings it up. He's basically her son, right?
Yeah, true.
Like,
I guess that's a different relationship than
You,
friendship.
yeah. You wouldn't
Yeah,
call your
okay.
mom. I guess some people might call them. That's a
People
little.
would.
Some people would, and no shade on that. It's great if you're like parents or your best friends. That's awesome. Or like one of your best
You
friends.
said that. Sorry, don't include this, but just like the monotone ass way
Yeah,
you
it's
said
great,
that.
yes.
No, it's great if your parents are your best friends. It's so
Sorry, should I have
such
been
a dick.
angry? Should I read
No,
that?
but
face?
it's just it
Not all of
just
us can
it
have
was
loving parents, but it's
comedic,
whatever.
beautiful. Yeah, it's like
No,
you're
I mean like
cringe
it's
as fuck,
fine.
but
It's
whatever.
fine.
I mean, like I'm not bothered by it. Like you do you, but
Some people would be, but I'm not.
But yeah, I feel like they have a more like parental.
That is okay. You know what? I'll give you
relationship.
that W because you are so right, and I didn't really consider that.
Yeah, I am right.
Damn.
That's
He's
a
done
hey.
it again, boys.
You keep that W. Blix rarely hands those out.
True. There's been a couple of those. You complimented Andrew. I'm complimenting Rams. Who are we? We're the imposters.
My God.
Among Us.
Oh,
Sus.
That was the last way you said that.
Kier, you go inhaling and you going, don't.
It's like we're better than this. No,
We're
we're
not.
really
No, we're
not.
not.
No, we're not.
On page 30, this is Cinderpelt's like going back on the whole Silver Stream thing. I understand this is Cinderpelt bringing this back up at the beginning of the book is obviously for readers' recap, right? But she says like, I don't think I've got what it takes to become a medicine cat when she has her full medicine cat name. I feel like you've already done that. I feel like a good way to introduce or reintroduce her whole paranoia with saving a queen that, you know, died with Silverstream. You have a pregnant she-cat in the clan that is first time. Like, Willowpelt is new to this. Why not have Cinderpelt fuss over her a little bit? Instead
That's
of,
a really good point.
like, she, like, does nothing but does not, like, go near. And I understand. It could also be a thing of, like, why doesn't she? Why is she avoiding her? Nothing happens.
But
with
just
these
some
two.
interaction
Yeah.
with her.
Yeah, that is.
And that would give, because Willowpelt
interesting.
is very, like, thrown to the side. Like, they don't do much with her, so it would give her a little bit of characterization, too.
Yeah.
Of,
Like, if you really want to
bro,
bring this up of, like, Cinderpelt either being really afraid of or not wanting it to happen again, have her have
Just some
some interaction
interaction.
with Willowpelt, whether it be avoiding her altogether or
that's good.
like,
Yeah.
being fussy over her.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
that is cool.
yeah, I agree. I didn't even clock that, but that and
Yeah.
and it's just it's so much. They do so much of a tell don't show. No,
Yeah.
they
No,
whatever
they
it
do.
is.
They tell
You're
the-
supposed to. Yeah. So it's like if they would have just instead of just yapping at us and throwing it in our face over and over, like of saying it. You're right. I would much rather see the interaction and put the pieces together myself and be like, oh, and maybe comment on it down the line, but just some type of not talking at me.
Yeah. On the next page, with like the help from Golden Flower saying your eyes have always betrayed your heart, I feel like that's how Tiger Claw knew that something was off with Fireheart from the very beginning. Is that
Oh,
he
yeah.
didn't, like, he says it himself, like, were his feelings this easy to read? Like, he doesn't realize it at all, period. So that's probably why
liked-
Tiger Claw knew, is like, oh, he hates my ass. Like, I gotta
Dude,
kick
wouldn't
it.
it be funny if he just has like the most like intense expressions on
There's,
his face and not subtle at all?
Are you guys on TikTok? There's like this, there was like this one small trend. It was like, I hate this person in this conversation, but I think I'm hiding it well. And it cuts to like him just like with the weirdest scowl, just like,
Scowling.
that is Fireheart. Period.
That is, without a doubt. He's
I
like
can't let him see
mugging
my
him.
true feelings as he's gritting his teeth.
Yeah, sweat pouring down his face.
Fist clench. My God.
It's that Arthur
you know?
meme. Yeah.
God, I haven't seen
That's
that
what I
in
was
years.
thinking of.
No, me either. Oh my god.
Yellowfang says, and I think this is based on what Blue Star did, but Yellowfang says, do you think it would be wise to have two inexperienced mentors at the same time?
Oh,
I think it was because Blue Star did that with Gray Stripe and Fireheart, and what a disaster that turned out to be. Like,
I guess, but
Well, I mean, it actually only turned out positively.
that's
well, I'm talking about disaster as in the mentorship themselves, where the Gray Stripe completely avoided his duties altogether. Fireheart had to pick it up, and then what happened to Cinderpaw?
I was gonna say, technically, if Gray Stripe was there, and like, but I don't know if the Cinderpelt accident would have happened the way it did, because Fireheart was struggling with having his like paws full with so much, including picking up the training of. So like, I could kind of see that, but I'm also just furious and like enraged at the whole Sandstorm dismissal.
Oh
but
god, yeah. So
Dude.
I could write an essay about Sandstorm in this book.
Oh my god.
yes, oh yeah.
It's insane to me. I'm getting angry.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
go
yes,
ahead.
yes.
It's
Do it,
just
do it,
like,
do it.
it's
Rage
just like,
fuel you. Go.
it's
my
just
son.
like I literally said this at the end of the last episode. I was like, oh, I'm excited to see like now that like Fireheart doesn't have like anyone else
Yeah,
to confide in. I'm
yeah.
excited to see what happens to Sandstorm. And dude, it's just like the direction they took it is crazy. Like I'm honestly like not gonna sit here and be like, why is White Storm getting so much attention? Because he's on, or White Is it White Storm?
White Storm is a better deputy than
Yeah.
Fireheart,
Oh.
but
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh,
by all
White,
means.
White Storm is pretty cool in this book because he hadn't really done shit up until this point, but he's like kind of similar to Yellowfang, but since like Yellowfang's like busy,
Yeah.
like being like guidance for Fireheart.
And he
And
doesn't
I'm like-
blindly go along with him. Is what I
Yeah,
also
he, like,
love.
cha-
He challenges what he like his thoughts and stuff.
he
and he's not
asks
just like, yeah,
questions
you're
that
yeah,
should have
exactly.
been asked. Yeah.
For sure.
He
for sure.
asks questions which makes Fireheart like think and to be like, "Oh, you're right. Okay, then let's do this." And White Storm's like, "That's the right answer."
It's like
And
it's
like he's
mentorship,
testing
yeah.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, but also like not in a like a malicious like are
Yeah.
you like totally you're so right. Like he's just like, hey, I would think of it this way. What do you think about
Now,
that?
for
Like,
you
yeah,
new
you're so
readers,
right.
I will say, like, because it isn't explicitly stated in any of these books, White Storm is related to Blue Star, which is why he cares so much. So,
But
sense.
but I would argue, and this is just me being shitty, is that's a retcon because I truly don't think when these books were written that was the intention. Like I
yes,
really don't.
It's like Blue Star's prophecy was written after the first arc.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so it's like yes,
that's
he
a
is
prequel.
her. Like yeah, because when I was a kid, I shipped them so hard, and I refuse to apologize for that because I didn't
it's
know.
like, yeah, you didn't know. Like they were
But
being
also,
written
like-
as in front of you.
They did, and it's like and not even in a like a lovey-dovey kind of way, but just like that good support
doesn't-
system and stuff
Doesn't
like
White
that.
Storm
And
like canonically wasn't White Storm the father of Willowpelt's kids?
I think so. I think they do make mention of it, like very passively.
Like it was like White Storm looked very proudly towards the nursery as she gave birth or something like that. It
Something
was
like
like
that,
very
yeah.
offhanded.
because isn't
He's just
he
a good friend.
also? He's true. Yeah, they were
He's a
just
really good friend.
Like and it's like White Storm being related to Blue Star, in my opinion, is so unnecessary because it's like why we're already dealing with so much genetic like fuckery of them being
Well,
related. It's just
I
like
mean,
well,
That
and
being said, how big are the clans actually?
The
I
gene
feel like
pool
is
just
kind of a
enough
puddle at
that
this
they're all
point.
related.
But that's the thing. So it's like, why should I feel like it's just way better to just be question mark, like just not give a
Yeah.
specific, because then it takes out this weird like feeling of like, oh, you're dating your uncle.
I wouldn't mind like traveling rogues to sometimes be the
Yes.
father or mother. Like and they found
For
like
sure.
kits on the side of the road or something like that and they brought them in. 'cause
100%,
the Warrior
because it
Code
just
says
takes
not to.
away that. Like I know they're not humans, and I know that like cats are whatever, but they're humanized enough that it does make it weird. So it's
Yeah.
like I think that all these and this is kind of off topic, but all these strange little like retcons of family relationships, I get, and like trying to not like spoil Blue Star's prophecy and stuff. I understand that like it does add like a relationship, so that's a little bit of a weird one. But like later down in the line, I don't think this is ever specifically said, but they say that Redtail is Sandstorm's dad. I don't actually know if that's
No,
like
Sandstorm
a
just
specific...
spawned. That's
But
my
that's the thing. Me
Sandstorm
too, me
just
too,
spawned.
because
So
it
weird that she has no reaction to it.
Yeah.
right, exactly. And there's
Yeah.
so much things like that, and then it immediately, like apparently Spotted Leaf is Tiger Claw's aunt or something like that. So it's then if they have kids, like they've got this weird relationship and stuff. So it's I hate these retcons where we go backwards.
Like, yeah, it's one main gripe I have with the series, and I'll consistently say this as we read along, but it's they don't plan ahead at
No.
all. Like
No.
they do not like planning ahead with these books. And I feel like if you want to have a cohesive story, that's having an outline is the first thing we're taught when we're writing stories in school. Have an
For sure.
outline of what you want this to be. And I understand if like you had an outline, the popularity of this took off and you want more, but like
But that's what it was for Arc 1. Because
Yeah.
Arc 1 was the full thing was written out, and then Arc 2 hit. This is me shading the Aaron so hard. But then they were like, let's make as much money as possible and keep these
Yeah.
books going.
Hey,
And they're
dude,
still doing
hell
that.
yeah.
They're still like this new arc, in my opinion. Like every arc going from Arc 1 is just them prolonging the story. So you're right, Gear. Like,
Yeah.
and I think that's why Arc 1 is
sounds
so much more
awesome.
solid than all the other arcs.
Andrew, are you excited?
My eyes are like just glazing over as I'm hearing
Oh,
all
sorry.
this.
Yeah, we're like kind of going. Sorry, I went on my soapbox.
this is the One Piece of children's reading. I'm not sorry.
So true.
Okay, when are we gonna
That's
read One
so
Piece
funny.
instead? You know.
No!
So on page 40, this is
Oh
I
my
think-
god.
Which chapter is this?
It's page 40 out of 380.
For page 40, this is like in the middle of chapter 3. He's judging Running Wind and Thorpaw, Mousefur and her apprentice, and like why couldn't he inspire
Hornpaw,
that?
name him. Don't forget his name.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Just
That's our boy
happened.
Thornpaw. You forgot
Thornpaw.
him.
So why couldn't he inspire that sort of behavior, like respect, essentially, with his own apprentice? And like, yeah, maybe if you don't get into screaming matches about pigeons and doves
That's so true.
every 5 minutes,
you gotta pick
maybe
your
you
battles,
could.
man.
Maybe if
Yeah.
you showed some respect, they would show you some respect back. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
Fireheart
I'm gonna
ignores
be honest.
you.
At this point, I just assume he's gonna choose every wrong dialogue option with every person.
That's
Oh
very
my god,
accurate. That's
wait.
funny.
He's just like a like
He's just a playable character, but you're doing the worst possible run.
Yeah, it's like a YouTuber just being like, let me see if I can just like fuck shit up.
Oh my god,
You know,
he's gonna
I-
start a Minecraft
Like every
server.
wrong option.
I just so you know, only 0.1% of players chose to be obsessed with Spotted Leaf.
Spotted Leaf will remember that. Yeah, this is right before chapter 4 now, page 43 or 44. White Storm is my goat in this book. I love White Storm. And just
He's pretty cool.
He has so
Yeah.
much development from, when we first met him, like on the way to ThunderClan's camp, when, he just left Rusty behind, which he probably should have left him behind further and to get
Yep.
eaten. White Storm itself is like, he comes off as like this chill guy that's like, you always go for advice, but you can always have a beer with as well.
Yes, dude, that's such a good way of describing him. You're so
I'm gonna be
right.
honest, I feel like at multiple points I'm like, man, why wasn't this dude made deputy number
Right?
2? Like,
Because he's not Fireheart. Andrew.
I know,
So
I
Martin,
knew the
no.
answer.
That's not her special little boy. I still
Yeah.
love him out of that, but
I will say, and this might be going a little bit out of order, this is like the first time in a book where like Fireheart has been like getting like preferential treatment from Blue Star, but like it's actually like such an interesting justification for it to me, because she's like, you're the only person I can trust.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
everyone else is like
Yeah.
out for me.
That's why
and I'm
he
like,
got the deputyship.
yeah. And I honestly I think that's so interesting and like crazy. It's like, oh fuck.
If Tiger Claw
Yeah.
had like retired or died, I would 100% believe that White Storm would have been next. 100%. Without a doubt.
Yeah.
But because it happened the way it happened, Blue Star
Yeah.
only had one choice in her head.
Yeah,
Right,
I would
I
agree with
guess
that
so.
actually. Yeah. But still, when you
Did-
think about just like facts, yes, I agree. White
Oh,
Storm
yeah,
probably
for
had
sure.
the experience, had the knowledge, had the like
Well, he's
diplomacy.
the most senior warrior.
And I can go on about Blue Star's mental state in this book, and like how swiftly it does decline. But I will say it is, and I told Andrew this like as we were just chatting, waiting for you guys to get here. But my own headcanon is that when a leader loses a life, they lose part of their sanity as well. So
Oh,
down to
interesting.
one life, you start thinking way too much, thinking like everything's an
Everyone's
attack
out to
at
get
you.
you.
But like, and the thing is,
Oh,
I haven't died 8 times before. I don't know if that actually would be a thing. I don't want to
Yeah, he's
die
only
8
3 in.
times.
Do you want to find out?
Damn, holy shit.
But it's like that's what I'm thinking. Like, yeah, this can be written off as like Blue Star going way far off. Like, yeah, it was a betrayal of someone she trusted close to her, but at the same time, she's on her last life. Like, she's
Yeah.
lived and died 8 times already. So, like, yeah, she probably lost a lot of her sanity over the course of those 8 lives. And I'm thinking
Or
that
shit.
that's what I'm thinking. Like, when a leader loses life, they lose part of their sanity, memory, whatever it be. But like Andrew said, brain cells. But yeah, probably.
Yeah. But like I think it was last episode or the episode prior, we were talking about how like when they go to StarClan, like they're more like their first life is only a wisp of them, and then so on and so
Yes.
forth. But what it was flipped, like now they're only a wisp in the real life because so much of them is in StarClan. So it's like they no longer have like the
It's like
memories
I
and
said,
everything.
most of it's already been transferred over.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
For you new readers, yeah, when a leader dies, like one of their lives goes to travel in StarClan as like a very, very thin hologram of themselves.
Do they get to choose which life?
That would be actually so funny. They're like, I didn't really love this person who gave me this life, so they can be
You know,
the first one to
Dude,
go.
I'll be honest. Version 1 of me, not my best self.
You know what?
It was
I'm
around life
reinventing.
5 that I really found myself.
Yeah, that's when I caught my stride.
But yeah, that's my argument as to why
No,
I
I
think
like
Blue
that.
Star is characterized probably accurately in this book. Because
Yeah.
if this had happened like on her 6th life or something like that, I feel like she would be able to take it a lot better than
Yeah.
her
So-
last.
This might just be like my own point of view. I've been saying this for the past couple of books. I really don't think she's a good leader. I haven't thought she's been a very good leader for most of these books.
I was gonna say book 1, Blue Star is so much different.
No, that's the
than-
thing. Like book 1, I actually really liked her as a character, and every book past book 1, I'm like, I want to like her character. I don't think I do though.
But that's
But-
what I'm
and it's-
saying.
I
Like
feel-
she had 3 lives
Yeah.
in book 1. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
True. Hey,
She
hang on. I actually
she
really like
speed
that.
ran those. Holy shit!
She really did. She really
So
did.
that's my point. Like, yeah, she is supposed to be better in book 1. She had 3 lives.
Yeah.
But I too
Interesting.
feel like she's so often trying to be on both sides. Like she's trying to be this like doing what's noble and good, but also doing what's right for her clan. But like
Yeah.
she's like, we have to take care of all the clans. It's like, okay, you got to pick one or the other. Like, is it you're in this for ThunderClan or you're in it for all the clans? Like,
Yeah,
you
well-
cannot do everything.
Well, not only like multiple times she'll talk about like gotta keep all the clans in balance and stuff like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
at
yeah.
the same time, she won't like look at things from the other clan's perspective and be like,
For
okay,
sure,
I
dude.
understand why they want to like hunt in the other clan zone and stuff like that. Like they're starving, we're doing just fine. Like,
But let's attack them when the river's frozen.
Yeah, it's and
Why
I
are you
do-
here? Get out!
I do like Gear's idea a bit more of like she is just sort of like with each life lost, she's becoming like more and
And
more
like
unstable.
another thing to
Yeah.
aid to that point is
Yep.
like what does she care about most in this book, or like what does she think about constantly? Is her kits in River Clan, where
Yeah.
did you say Yellowfang?
Gracious to say Yellowfang.
Yeah. Let's
Dang.
go,
No,
man,
she-
let's go.
She thinks about and regrets the decision she made when she was a warrior, when she only had
Oh,
one life at that time
interesting.
too.
Gear. That's actually everybody kill me for saying this, but that's actually
Okay.
so good.
She only had one
Okay,
life when she
dude.
made that decision to give up her kits, and now she has one life again, and she's regretting that decision.
Interesting. Errands, are they hiring? Because that's actually so good.
Real, I've
You should
improved their
apply.
books so many times just by talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm
my
hearing
God.
is that we're gonna get a 5th Aaron Hunter.
Oh my god. Try like I don't know what they're on now, but definitely it's more.
It's like 8.
Oh my
lives,
god, that's so
right?
many.
7?
Say 9?
No.
Something like that. There's different.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
What?
just give me Tarot. That's all I want.
Real.
Oh
I have
god,
such a
wait,
love for her.
they're on their last life.
Oh my god.
I am their last
That's why the books
life.
are getting worse.
After you, there's no more hunters.
Oh no.
Continuing on to chapter 4, after that discussion, it's the whole dream sequence. Like,
Yep. Yeah.
This doesn't need to be Spotted Leaf to be impactful. I feel like if this was like
You could
just
say that
random
for every
cats-
dream was spotted.
but no, it doesn't have this one. It could be like random, like it could be cats he currently knows that are doing this.
Yeah.
Like, but like, why is it just Spotted Leaf that he's
Because
chasing?
it is so funny that the entire clan is desperately trying to stop him from simping. Come on. That is
Yes.
so funny. Everybody's standing in his way and he's like, get the hell out of
Yeah.
my way. And
I
everybody's
need
like,
to
jumping
catch
up,
another
stop
whiff."
simping, I beg.
Just one more.
This man would sell out his entire clan if he could be the spotted leaf.
He could. And everybody's trying to stop him and it's just not working. I just think that's so funny.
God, I just thought of another point. Like, why doesn't Whitestorm ask Bluestar to retire? Because Fireheart is so new at this. If I feel like if Bluestar named Whitestorm, she could retire as leader. But
But I
because
feel like
named
she
someone
wouldn't.
inexperienced.
I don't think so.
If she's at that point
Yeah.
mentally, like
She ain't
where
gonna.
she's so like, yeah, she's so like heartbroken and
Maybe
like
that's
just
what they
everything's going-
discussed a lot of the time when Whitestorm was with her. Just why don't you
Maybe.
retire?
And
Is
then
there, like,
maybe
a
that's
voting
why
But
she
then we'd
should
have
make
to
him the
kill
deputy.
Whitestorm 9 times before
That's
Fireheart could be
true.
leader by the end of this book series.
But like
I
maybe
mean,
that's
with how
why
quickly,
Bluestar-
you know,
Yeah,
Bluestar
that's
was
a
able to
big
go through
ol-
her lives.
Wouldn't it be crazy if there was a leader that lost their lives all that fast? That'd be
Right?
wild, wouldn't it? Whoa.
I mean, didn't that happen? Just literally happen with the sickness?
Interesting.
Oh, yeah,
Continuing on, what's the
Nightstar.
next point?
Christ.
So let's see, page 47. At least my note is at least they're self-aware. Here we go. The dream that frightened him, Spotted Leaf has always been closer to him than dreams than in real life. Yeah, okay. At least
My
he's self-aware.
dream version of you. Yeah,
Whatever. The version of you I made in my head is a lot nicer to me.
yeah.
That is such a
I like
huge
that.
character flaw, and just like he doesn't address it or learn from it at all.
Wait, you're telling me he's
It's
not
just-
learning from something he
It's
did wrong?
literally like this book series is the danger of parasocial relationships.
It really is.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Page 53 is my next one. It's a little bit before chapter 5. Another compliment is just that was actually like good ass advice. Put your energy into today and stop worrying about the past. You have a duty to your clan. Like that's Yellowfang to Cinderpelt. Again, worrying about what happened with Silverstream. again,
Yeah.
you could have used this as a way to like introduce Willowpelt, but like that advice, good shit. Love Yellowfang, and hope she doesn't die.
Yeah, that'd be suck. That would be shitty. That would suck. Holy shit, I'm having a stroke.
Are you good?
Yeah, this is where the let's see, I think Blue Star says like we need to go converse with StarClan, which Fireheart does bring this up. Like if she actually had been permitted to go to the Moonstone, things might have been different at the end of the book rather than her completely losing it. This is completely different from the actual like plot of the book. I wish when like the main character would take herbs, it wasn't just mentioned that his hunger was satiated for a little bit of time because of the traveling herbs. I want herbs to have like an actual effect on him thinking at times, because there's
You want them
one
to
herb
get
in there.
stupid?
There's well,
Yeah.
like a very minor effect. Like if like there's one herb in here that like Yellowfang gives to Blue Star to help her with her mind, and like because she keeps thinking like these chamomile, I think is what it,
Marijuana.
if Fireheart would have taken that, like I wanted to see something like in his internal thoughts be a bit more on the positive note instead of like dithering on himself constantly.
It's such a downer, man.
Like if he had taken this herb, or like he accidentally took it when Yellowfang gave the traveling herbs, like I would love to see like some effect of that where it actually...
Fireheart says no to drugs. You too.
Because he's
can
a
be Fireheart.
loser.
Damn.
It's not drugs,
say
it was
what-
medication.
That Fireheart says no to medication. Be like Fireheart.
Whoa.
No, don't do
Fireheart
that, don't do
says
that.
don't get the vaccine.
No.
But like, I want to see a bit more side effects to herbs that these cats take at times. I
Yeah.
want to see that being affected too, like, because like during this, like, yeah, Yellowfang gives chamomile to Blue Star, but we don't see the effect of that period, like at all. If
Or
not,
poppy seeds.
or poppy seeds, yeah. Like
Okay,
it's
so chill. Sorry. Because
yeah,
aren't
no,
those
you make it a good
opioids?
point. I just want to see more like these healing or medication herbs to have actual more effect. That
Mhm.
you know, instead of just saying that they do something.
So you
Yeah.
want what's funny about them doing chamomile again? Chamomile is also poisonous to
Yep,
cats.
I figured.
That's why it works
Are
so
you Are
effectively.
you like a botanist? Like, what's going on?
Just a bot.
Maybe that's why Blue Star went to shit.
More accurate. Okay, wait. I have one question about the whole, going to the big old stone to talk to StarClan. Okay, and this has nothing to do with this book. I just, more of like, how would this work out? What if two clans are like going to visit there at the same time? Does one clan have to like wait outside? Do they
They
draw
duke
lots?
out.
Like, what happens?
It's a strength battle. They do arm wrestling. Whoever wins goes
Ah.
first.
Thumb wrestle.
Did you say do they
Oh.
draw
Are-
rocks, as in like draw straws?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, that went right over my head.
Don't worry,
But
Andrew,
like,
I got you.
Can two clans go in to visit StarClan at the same time? Is it like
I
a
I
capacity?
think
of
it
one?
would just be like separate dreams for either leader, but like it's kind of like
would
the
they just
gathering
snuggle
where
It'd
they
be,
side
have
by
it'd
to
be
be
funnier
troops.
if they have to share and they're both in each other's dreams. And StarClan is like, ooh, what do
Mom
we?
says it's my turn
God.
with StarClan.
And then they like
StarClan
freaky
is
fry
like,
in each
oh,
other's dreams.
Yo, wait, that'd
Oh.
be crazy.
Oh my god, I'm getting dreams for the wrong clan.
What if there's like two clans at war, both leaders decided to go to the Moonstar at the same time for advice about the war, and then like they're in each other's dreams. StarClan's like, this is kind of awkward.
So I
isn't
was
it?
gonna give you advice, but this is
I know
awkward.
both of y'all's weaknesses. I was gonna give it to you, but oh, whoops.
Yikes.
Anyway,
Because like they give out advice, they give out these visions. So like if I got my vision, and then another clan goes like later that day to get a vision, is their vision more relevant than mine?
That's a good point. Well, I mean, ThunderClan is their favorite, so I feel like if some
Yeah.
other clan was there with ThunderClan, they'd be like, "Shut up, you're not my favorite," and then they would talk to ThunderClan only.
my next note right before chapter 6 is like right after they got stopped at Wing Clan and told to get fucking lost. Which I'm glad Tallstar was like. I hated that, by the way. Tallstar is kind of like an OG. He got pissed off that they didn't let them pass to the Moonstone, which is cool. I like that. Good job, Tallstar.
Fuck you, Mudclaw.
Real.
Says the chat in unison.
When Mudclaw said you killed him, either Blue Star or Fireheart said like, yeah, we did. What of it? We should have. And it, like, if they had just agreed with them, like temporarily, they'd be
You'd be
like,
like, oh,
yeah, like we
yeah,
did. Just
yeah.
because at this point they've been so hostile. Like Wind Clan has been so hostile. Like even they said like we're not gonna let you pass regardless of what StarClan wants. Like and then like, oh, you killed him? Like yeah, you told us to. Then would they have would they have let them pass if they had just lied like yeah, ThunderClan cats aren't murderers, but yeah, he's dead. If they had just
And
lied
they
and
would have
said,
been
yeah,
like,
we killed him,
well,
so
you
died,"
should have listened to us before. I feel
would
like
they
that
have
Yeah.
let
would've
them
done.
pass?
I don't
Nah.
think so. And
Surprising
also
now.
the whole thing, Broken Tail's death is so interesting to me, and I know I'm never gonna get an answer. But like, what did everybody else but Fireheart and Yellowfang like think happened?
Hmm.
That's a good
Because like
question.
only those two know what happened to him. Everyone else is just like,
I
yeah,
think
Broken
everyone
Tail
assumes that he
died.
just died in the fight.
Like fighting.
road
I
fight,
think
yeah.
no
yeah.
one else cared.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
But
No
then
one
it's
gave a
like,
shit.
is it? And I guess Cinderpaw was like new, but wouldn't Cinderpaw have like checked to see how
I
he
feel
died and
like-
figure out that he was poisoned?
I feel like Yellowfang told Cinderpelt everything, and like as a medicine cat code, they don't tell anyone else. Like
Maybe.
Doctor-patient privilege, I get it. Yeah.
But like,
Instead
I
of
feel
HIPAA,
like if
it's-
they're that close, like it would, while working on herbs, like, hey, do you have kits of your own? Like, she wouldn't be like, no, shut up, like she did with Fireheart. Like, I think she would have at least hinted at or like dropped something that told Cinderpelt, because Cinderpelt now
Drop the lore
wise,
bomb.
because she has the medicine cat buff that doesn't allow them to
Right.
get sick. Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
Cinderpelt would have either picked up on it or been told directly.
Okay,
Yeah.
so is it just an actual like thing that medicine cats can't get sick?
I don't know.
I think they just kind of yada yada over it.
Okay.
Like, I really don't think they even think about it.
Well,
'Cause,
because then
like,
if
yeah.
the medicine cat gets sick, who's gonna take care of the sick people?
That's so true.
I
And
That
then it's
makes
just
that makes
chaos.
writing my book hard.
I think
Oh.
I feel like medicine cats can't get like natural born sicknesses. I feel like they can still be like poisoned or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so let's just expand on this. If a medicine cat before they're named medicine cat was sick, and then they get named medicine cat, what
they
happens?
heal.
Running nose.
And
That's
if-
what happens.
Wait.
They stay with that
That's,
sickness.
oh, yeah.
They're
But then they
forever
don't
sick.
die.
They're forever sick. It's
but
running
but they'll
nose.
never die from that sickness.
Yeah.
So why
That's
don't we just
shitty,
make
yeah.
every cat who gets sick and could die from it a medicine cat?
Oh my god. We have to name everybody clan leader and everybody medicine cat.
Hold on. He dug
He's
this up.
cooking.
Me and Andrew would have the best clan.
Dude, we will make the ultimate clan.
My dude is min-maxing warrior cats at this point.
We'll be fucking winner clan, dude.
But yeah, to answer your question, if a medicine cat gets sick and then named a medicine cat, they just don't get cured from that sickness, but they don't die from it. Running nose. That in
That
there.
seems so shitty. That seems like a shittier solution than anything.
Yep.
What then? Dying?
No, well, no, but then
Just
yeah, I guess.
constantly
But do you
sick.
die from a running nose?
Maybe.
Yes, it's happened
Okay.
before, probably.
That surely
least
there's
once.
been one.
I mean,
person,
these
yeah.
guys also don't have access to modern medicine, so I feel like it's more likely to happen to them.
That's
than,
what you
know.
think. They have chamomile and feverfew, Andrew. If that's not modern medicine,
Yeah,
I don't know
they're
what is.
downing poison like crazy.
Do you think that the reason that medicine cats keep prescribing poison is to them they don't think it's poison because they can't die from it?
Oh.
They just like
Oh.
forget that it's
Oh.
poisonous. It's
I
just,
think
like,
they just
usually
really hate their
poisonous.
clanmates.
Yeah.
It's like what, actual hospitals do. They just make them sicker to come back to get more money.
No,
It's
what
Big
we-
Star Clan instead of Big Pharma.
That's not where I
Oh my
was going,
God.
but that's
Yeah.
fine. I was going like you're like injecting them with like the virus so they like build an
Yeah.
immunity to it. But what you said is
Oh.
way funnier.
But Big Star Clan?
Big Starma.
Big Star
Big
Oh,
Starma!
that's good.
Oh,
That's
okay.
good.
I think I'm banning.
See, you guys get a
Yeah.
bit of
Oh,
bit and
man.
piece of this. Grace has to deal with my puns 24/7.
Every single day,
Good.
day in, day
Good.
out.
She takes it so the rest of us don't have to. She hears them.
So next one, right, this is a few pages before chapter 7.
Wild.
It's the line, it's on page 70. How many times can Cloudpaw break the warrior code in a single day? As if he hasn't done that his entire life. God, like he's such a hypocrite.
And now you're
No.
stealing jokes. All right,
Oh
now
my
I'm
God.
pissed off.
No, it's not a, it's
Now
not a
you've done it.
stolen
Now
joke, it's a
Rams is
reference.
mad.
It's a callback, my guy. God, I thought
You
you, were
gotta
into
cite me,
improv.
dude. You
Yeah,
gotta
cite-
cite your
cite this.
sources.
Oh my god, Rams bringing the union back too. It's pissed.
Yes!
Dude, I feel like the hatred on Cloudpaw is so unwarranted.
I feel like it's self-hatred for being a kitty pet, and he's just taking it out on Cloud. Like,
Yeah.
I told this to like one of the characters we did like an Ask Character Anything for. It's a video series we do on our channel. You guys don't need to watch it. But
Can we go watch it?
Okay, I won't.
Watch it,
it
guys.
has spoilers in it.
Oh crap.
If Cloudpaw would have became a villain, I wouldn't mind. And like, there's a few characters in the Warrior
Sick.
series that like, if they became a villain, I could kind of see it. Blue Star is one of them. Cloudpaw is one of them. Like,
No,
if,
no, no, no.
Blue Star just becomes the Joker.
Cloudpaw's actually my hero, and he's gonna take down Fireheart from within.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
can I say something? I feel like this
No.
is probably okay.
Cloudpaw's
Anyways.
my Luke to to Firepaw's Vader.
Oh.
Okay. No, thanks for spoiling fucking Star Wars, asshole.
Star Clan Wars.
You're so welcome.
Oh.
What else can I spoil next episode?
Okay, spoil The Sopranos.
Okay, yeah.
No, I feel like this is controversial from like what your guys' reaction, like when I bring up like CloudKit and Cloudpaw, like, and this might be an interesting pipeline of now that Yellowfang's gone. Yellowfang's probably still my favorite character, unless that changes like after Star Clan. But Cloudpaw's probably number 2.
Yo, Cloudpaw post
I like
two-legness is prime. I love that guy.
Well,
Post
I
two-legness,
literally
he's really
never
cool.
had a problem with this guy.
I will say one thing that makes me like him a lot more is like, yeah, he's breaking all the rules like Firepaw, but he's like, I mean, yeah, so what? I'm just better. I'm just built like
he
that.
has reasonings behind it. Like, yeah, the clan's fed. I'm fed. What's the problem?
Like the reason that I was annoyed whenever Firepaw would break the rules is because he's like, oh yeah, he judge everyone else for breaking the rules while breaking the same rules. Cloudpaw's just like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna do it. Yeah.
No, that's honestly a really good point because like he's still. I'm not saying what he does is justified because it's like, obviously against the Warrior Code.
He's also young
like,
as well too.
He's young, but at least like Fireheart, like he like ate like while hunting one time, and it's like that's taking like food from other people.
Yeah.
At least
Yeah.
Cloudpaw is like, I'm not gonna take food from other people because I get that they need it, right?
Mhm.
Yes.
So I'll go to the 2-leg nest and get fed there.
Yeah.
Because I'm hungry and I
agree.
want to eat. Well, but I'm not like depriving the forest of its food. Like that's like an
I will say-
interesting thing.
If a leaf bear is like really really bad, is it just a pride thing that they won't take stuff
Yes.
from the 2-leg place?
Yes.
Without a
So
doubt.
they'd rather have their kits
It's number 15 in the
starve
code,
and
man.
freeze to- They break those rules all the time.
And isn't the like number 1 rule is kits should be saved at the cost of anything?
Yeah, like what about the order of it? If they have an option to save the kits, who cares about their pride?
I'll never eat kibble.
I would say like if like that rule could be broken, I would say for like maybe the queens that are nursing. Yes.
Yeah.
Like that like but warriors and
Like, I'm
apprentices
not saying,
that
I'm
don't
not saying everyone should
Yeah.
break the rule. I'm just saying, seeing how bad some of the clans got to the point of infighting, like
like
is
there's
their pride really that big that they're unwilling to do it?
there's various like slight mentions to like over caring and like I care so much about these kids, I will do literally anything for them. There's like
Yeah.
there's very slight moments of those. I want more of that from like some of these queens that like if Goldenflower would have taken a swipe at Fireheart, first off, we would have all cheered. Second off,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
like that would understandable because that's her kit that is being pretty much ostracized just for
Oh yeah.
existing. Like
Yeah.
I want
Yeah.
more of like queens or anyone else that has some care of something to go
Yeah.
to take it and crank it up to 11. I want more.
Oh,
of
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
It's like
No,
it's like in
absolutely.
it's like in a movie or a show when a character's being a dick and they just get slapped, and you're like,
Yeah.
hell yeah.
Yeah. It just
But-
it's satisfying to see.
But like show some
I-
like character flaws in like Goldenflower for being overprotective or like something like
Yeah.
that.
Like something
Uh-huh.
like doing the wrong thing, but for a good cause.
Yes.
Yes, and that's like I feel like the most
The good
interesting
cause
and, like,
being knocking Fireheart down a peg.
Exactly.
oh yeah, that is the ultimate good cause.
Is there a better cause?
No, I can't think of one.
Okay, no. So they won't accept handouts from the 2-legs. What if they just hunt in the 2-leg place?
Remember, we had this discussion where they were like, "Oh, we can't." They had all these plump mice at Barley's farm, and they're like, "No,
Yeah.
we can't say it's from the 2-leg place." Like they won't do shit like that because they're just like, I don't know. I guess
But I don't get it. Like they're still hunting. They're going out.
They
Oh, I
treat
agree.
Kitty Pet, they treat Kitty Pet like an infection, pretty much.
yeah. Honest to God, though,
guess.
yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
And it's just senseless and dumb.
It is. It is very. Yeah, which
have
can
a-
easily be made attributed to, the current way we currently live in America.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, I don't actively live in
Representation,
America,
yeah.
so
Yeah, fuck you too. Anyways, moving on to page 74. This is just after the start of chapter 7. This is I think Fireheart's reference to but I want the fresh kill pile as full as it is today. We're getting used to eating well, as if they had 2 to 3
Yeah.
maybe hard days in winter that they didn't. That maybe one cat went without
There
eating.
was one
for,
day
like, a
he
day.
didn't actually
Was a
eat for
little
like
peckish.
5 hours.
Yeah.
5 hours, yeah. But,
He
like,
had a little
used to
grumbly in
eating
his
well.
tumbly.
I do like how they made mention that Cloudpaw was getting a little fat.
Dude, I was gonna bring that up. They fucking keep they
They
love
body shame
fat
our
shaming
boy.
him.
Yes, all
I like how
the
they mentioned
time.
it to like reference that he went to the two. Like, I
Well,
don't like how they
but
kept
now that
mentioning it.
Grace
Yeah,
Straight
dude, they
isn't
kept
here
bringing up.
anymore,
Like,
they need to
he was
choose-
trying to hunt, and then his big fat belly got in the way. And it was like, what the
Look,
fuck?
there always needs to be one ThunderClan member that gets made fun of for their weight or their
And
eating habits.
it is her so like I'm sorry.
It's messed
Okay,
up.
here's my soapbox that I'm climbing on top of and
Yep.
screaming on. This is okay, no, it doesn't matter. It's fine. But just why are we body shaming the cats?
Speak your
I'm
truth.
furious.
Speak your truth.
Well, it's so in when you know your readership is young people, specifically, I'm sorry because I know that you guys are all not identifying as young women, but a lot of them
Yeah.
is from a young
Yeah.
female perspective, and it's like we're using these harsh words and these terrible like and I get that it's written a long time ago, and I also understand that they're animals, but it's like it's
Yeah.
just such a destructive I just don't like it. It just feels
No,
gross.
that's fair. That's a. I'll stand on
So
that
real.
soapbox with you. Jesus Christ.
Hell
I
yes.
agree.
Same.
Something I wish Cloudpaw would have said to Fireheart during one of their like battles, and like, it's like, I'm trying to be a good apprentice here, Fireheart, but the clap of my ass cheeks keeps alerting the prey that I'm
Oh
hunting.
my god.
Me screaming on the soapbox. Cut to that. If they mentioned that he was chubbier a little bit here and there, okay, it is what it is. But it's just the continual and constant reminder and like a harshness of it that just
Yeah. No,
feels
and, like,
weird.
Like paying, like, mentioning it is like a reference to him eating at the two-leg place. I
For
would get
sure,
that, but
it's
you
just
don't
something-
need
yeah,
to keep bringing it up.
Stop driving.
Yeah.
and cruelly too.
Yes. So it looks like this book,
So
looks like this book was written by Kate. So we have. Kate
are
and-
we surprised?
But I do like how there was
Maybe.
at least some subtlety in this, where Kate is very openly obvious on every plot point.
Oh,
However,
yeah, of course.
there is some subtlety of how Fireheart casually mentions like no rain, the dryness of everything, leading up to the fire. I do like how
Yes, yeah.
things were kind of building
Yeah,
up to
at least
it.
they didn't say this is some very flammable weather out
Yeah.
today.
It was like
I wouldn't be
mentioned
surprised.
here and there, like, oh wow, we haven't had rain, and then it gets like more and more frequent as the fire gets closer.
That
That's
is
a
true.
really
that
good
is
way to
done
do it.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So I will give him a point for that. Just 1 point. My next point is on page 82. This is the first gathering of Fireheart being a deputy. Why not mention Tiger Claw in this gathering?
Oh, yep, that's the exact note I have. Yep.
Like, I understand ThunderClan, this is ThunderClan's business, but if he's now a rogue and banished,
It's
it is now
infuriating.
everyone's business.
So, okay,
And I
look,
sure
it
hope
seems-
that doesn't bite them in the ass.
it seems to be a consistent issue where ThunderClan doesn't bring up things before they get out of hand.
So
That is
true!
Warrior Cat's number one issue is don't talk about it and pray that it doesn't affect us. Oops, it's affected us every time. Every
Just
time.
10 chapters later when it affects us.
Oh my god.
Like, I'm sorry, the past couple books, so many of their issues could have been solved if they just
Yeah,
got ahead
know
of
what?
any of their issues.
Times that by 9 arcs.
yeah.
Because that is it every time.
Let's go! I'm so excited!
I do like the main concern about Fireheart being the new deputy is not that he was a kitty pet, it's that he's inexperienced. I do like that it was
Yeah,
that taken
yeah.
into account rather than
I
him being
mean,
a kitty
my
pet.
main
Dark
issue with
side.
him being a deputy is I've, watched him make decisions over the past couple books.
I also love Mousefur, like talking to Leopardfur. That was cool as hell.
Yes, dude, and
Oh my
her like
God.
kind of like moving.
Because that gave
like,
Mousefur some
she's-
character of some
It
sass.
did, finally, and she like kind of assessed the situation as like, hey, I can help here. I can,
Yeah.
I can, wiggle around this a little bit.
I want more
and
character
make it
dimension.
easier.
God damn it! That's why.
a
That's why it was
too
so
big of an
much
ask.
fun to write Who Killed Ashfur. And I'm gonna go on this tangent a lot. What I had to do is I made a Danganronpa trial out of that book, right? And yeah.
Nice.
So
Go.
like, and I'm telling you, like, I actually made the actual trial. Like, it looks and sounds legit.
I've seen clips of it, but I don't like remember any of the story beats. It looks just like a Danganronpa game. It's really
Does it
cool.
actually? That's awesome.
Yeah.
What I was trying to get at is that I had to write all like 15 of these characters to have their own like ups and downs and character flaws and like motivations and all that. And that is
So
like
that it's
very
not
hard
obvious
to do.
who it is from the start.
Yeah.
Oh,
That-
dude,
it's like
you
very
got
hard to do. But like
Did you get to write like a Ace Attorney Danganronpa style breakdown?
Pretty
Okay,
much,
when's
yeah.
the game coming out?
Hell yeah.
There is no game. I made it all in After
What?
Effects.
What?
It's like
Play
it's very
it.
hard to do, but it is possible, and I
wanna
want these
play
books
it.
to do that. Everyone's desperate to know what happened to him being Tiger Claw, and then Fireheart said, "And why a kitty pet has
Oh my
replaced
God.
him."
Because he can't stop thinking about it. Like, that is his number one
Everybody
thing.
hates me. Everybody wants me gone.
You hear that, Cloud Kit?
Ugh.
Everybody hates both of us equally because we're both kitty pets.
I love how surprised Fireheart is that they accept him back so quickly.
Oh, and he's
It-
pissed about it too.
A
Like,
little
he
mad about
hates-
it.
The clan accepts him, like Cloud Kit originally, and they're like, oh yeah, like they're like fine with him. Why weren't? And he's pissed that like Swiftpaw wasn't like dunked on by. He's just so ready to be like offended always.
Yeah.
It's like you're good.
I mean, again, he's just got a massive chip on his shoulder.
It was forced upon Darkstripe to deliver the news that he's back and accepted. That was kind of neat because he was
That
the one
was funny,
outwardly
yeah.
speaking
Yeah.
about how bad it is.
Outwardly spoken.
Shut
I
the
like
fuck
that.
up!
I can't. I literally clinically cannot.
I don't know if it was like Blix. You can correct me on this. Is it explicitly stated
can't
like
wait.
if a leader retires with more than one life left, do they give those up?
I feel like in the future books that is discussed, especially in
I don't know
like,
the answer to that. If not, I don't remember. But I also want to bring up if a leader dies of old age, like how is that healed by StarClan?
I don't think it is. Like I think because they say specifically, they only kill, or sorry, they can only heal certain things,
Yeah,
right?
the
like
wound that killed is
no,
pretty
but
much-
even well, I guess
or
this is
the
kind of
wound
passive,
or
but like
poison, I guess, but like or a sickness. Yeah, like but technically old age is just a general blanket term for like heart failure, for like like organs going bad. Do StarClan like open heart surgery?
but I feel
Okay,
like
okay.
they make a point of being like StarClan. If a wound or something is like strong enough, they cannot heal everything. Like if it is
Yeah.
like deadly enough, so I feel like that would fall under like if their heart gets out or if they have heart failure or something. Like I feel like if they cannot.
That would kind of suck if they had heart failure, StarClan just like clear, and then they
Yeah.
wake up for like 5 seconds and they die again. Like
Oh my god,
Oh
that
my
would.
God.
Yeah. I don't know how, but I would just imagine that like that is beyond their scope of
okay,
healing.
Speedwagon could be a
Oh,
warrior
okay.
name, like JoJo.
Oh, okay.
Wait, are the fucking leaders like Joestars?
wait, they
Oh
do
my
have a
God.
star on them.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
What the hell's a Joestar?
Please, please.
I just got that physically
You're
hurt.
embarrassing me.
Tiger Claw would be Theo?
It's an anime.
Andrew, did you just say I'm embarrassing you? Is that what you just
You're
said?
embarrassing me.
You're embarrassing me in front of my new friend.
If I can make Andrew's day worse, I'm smiling.
You know what? Honestly, thank you. Thank you for keeping me humble.
My pleasure.
Well, you don't
Or
need to
attempting
embarrass
to.
him. He kind of does that himself.
Oh, dude, I'm
Go!
great at doing it myself.
Just so you know, Andrew's been accepted by the friend group. We bully him equally. That's how we know.
Dude, I've had years to to master embarrassing
Master
myself.
the skill.
I do have a question because I see everybody like any fan art of a character who's like a leader. Is the star thing like a fan thing or is that like
Yeah.
official?
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, it's cool, but
Okay, real quick question. Okay, so there's the 4 clans, right? If I'm a random wildcat and I walk into the marble and go speak to StarClan, can I be a leader?
You can,
Why not?
but you know,
Okay.
hey, yeah, you were ready for me to say no. You absolutely can, but you do have to go through a trial of strength, and you have to kill the leader before you to gain their strength for yourself and
Okay,
absorb
wait,
it.
does that mean that it's only ever possible for 4 leaders?
I can't answer that legally.
Okay, wait, okay, different question. Okay, so
Okay.
let's say I kill the 4 leaders of the 4 clans, and then I go
Holy
see the
36
marble
lives.
4 times. Can I
Holy
get
fuck.
36 lives?
You can, but man, does that make you too cool for us? So
Can
then
I
you
be
won't be
the
able to
Omega
different.
leader, and then I'll make my base at the 4 trees?
I think you are becoming Tiger
rule
Claw
over all.
I
slowly.
think,
and
yeah,
surely.
Okay.
Slowly and surely becoming Tiger Claw.
Okay, another question. How many medicine cats can a clan have?
I don't know if there's a limit, which is
I
terrifying.
don't think there's
Okay,
a
so
limit at all.
I can name the entire clan medicine cats.
You can, but then who's gonna fight?
Yellowfang was able to blind a dude and she wasn't a warrior, so do we really need people classified as warriors to fight?
That's a good point. I don't like you trying to break down social.
Like,
Did you
I'll
hear
just
that?
be running around with a full lineup of battle medics.
Holy shit, dude! They've got a healer build with fucking fighter stats.
These fists are rated E for everyone.
they should make a Fucking auto chess warriors game.
True.
That's a
Don't
good
give
idea.
Gear any more ideas.
That's a good idea. Because
There
like
we go.
you combine 3 kits to make a apprentice. You combine 3 apprentices to make a warrior, 3 warriors to make a leader. Yeah.
You could have the different clans as well be like a
Rogues.
trait.
Yeah, like the clans.
Guys,
You
you're
could have like
giving
Arc
Gear
1,
too much
Arc
power.
2.
I don't. I think we're cooking here, boys. I think we're cooking here. What happens if a clan is completely wiped out? Can another clan take its place?
I also legally am not allowed to answer that for future
'Kay.
spoiler reasons.
Okay. Okay. What if a clan steals the Star Clan marble?
Ooh.
That is
Ooh.
brilliant. Dude, they have like a big heist like in Minions where they try and steal the
Like
moon, but they
in
try and steal the moon
Minions.
stone.
That's the first movie you thought of with a heist.
Not
dude.
Minions,
Steal the
Despicable Me.
That's the
Yeah.
most well-known heist movie. What if one of the wild feral
Banana.
cats eats the moon marble?
If
Then
they become
radioactive. They become
Do
Star
they?
Clan.
Are they the
They're like-
Star Clan?
They're like,
They are.
they're like
Well,
Dr.
they probably
Manhattan.
would die. So going to Star Clan, it seems kind of par for the course.
Okay,
if
wait,
they
how
eat the
how
stone.
big is the moon marble?
It is
It's
at
really
least
big.
bigger than a toaster.
Okay, if I like knocked off a piece of it and ate it, could I get revelations from Star Clan anywhere?
How do you think some of the leaders became leaders, Andrew?
They ate
If
the
we're not
marble.
chewing on the moonstone, what are we doing?
I will say, so this the image I'm about to send you is from the graphic novel of the first 2 books. So
I just bought those.
so
Oh,
that is
okay.
the moonstone. Based
Whoa,
on,
that looks cool as fuck.
Okay, wait. Another question. Another
Why
question.
is Blue Star making that face?
And another
That's
one.
a great question.
She's getting the power.
look at Tiger Claw being scaredy cat.
Holy
Yeah.
shit!
Dude, Fireheart looks like such an anime boy. Holy shit.
It really does. Okay, question.
son.
Okay, so cats aside, what if a rat went down to the moon marble?
Then they become
Could-
moon rat.
Would-
My next point is actually on like right before chapter 10.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Do you think if Cloud Kit wouldn't have been told like by Fireheart, like you hear that kitty pet, right? Like if he hadn't been told that, would he have been so curious as to go to the 2-leg place for this food?
I think so.
He might have still been curious, but I don't think he would have been as curious.
Like if it
Would
was
he have even
introduced to him in
found
a
it?
nicer way rather than like the racism that cats have towards kitty pets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
what
I
it
think
is.
he
That
still
is what it is. We've been
No,
dancing
you're
around
right.
it.
It was,
That's what
just,
it
it
is.
was just the way you said it was funny.
No, like I think he still would have been interested because I mean, it's like especially young kids and stuff like a lot of it. Like if you're told don't like this is the boundary, you can't go past here
True.
and stuff like that.
Then they
Kids
want to
naturally
do
want
more.
to try and like push limits and stuff like that and see why not. But I don't think he would have been nearly as inclined if Fireheart didn't keep bringing the kitty pet thing up every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Either like in a better way, or if he had found out by himself, or if Cloudpaw himself had met, Princess in the woods, like maybe it would have been different. Maybe it would have been like, because everything seems to be introduced to Cloudpaw through Fireheart, as if he's like living through this kid.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why he's so pissed, because he's angry at himself, as we
Yeah,
are.
No,
I
I'm
feel
telling
like-
you, I think it's self-hatred, but projected.
I feel like having him interact with Princess or bump into Princess on his own would have maybe been more interesting.
Yes, because it's either because I think like at first glance, like if Cloudpaw, like because in this book he's presented as a cat that doesn't care until he gets captured, but I think if he would have met like an outsider or like maybe if he chased off Princess at first, that would have been kind of an easier way to put it in. Like, hey, that's your actual mother though. It's like shit.
Yeah, like if he had a brought up to Fireheart like, hey, I chased off this kitty pet that was like in our territory
So
or something like
proud
that.
of
And Fireheart
himself.
brings
That,
up
yeah.
like, yeah, like just so you know, that's your mom.
Like, yeah, that would have been an interesting way to do it. I would have been alright with that. My next one is like kind of in the direct middle of chapter 10. It is, oh yeah, it's like I know Sandstorm is trying to be like the voice of reason, but the phrase "you can't chase what's in his heart" for like going to get 2-leg food for Cloudpaw, like you can't change what's in his heart, must have been real insulting for Fireheart, who constantly thinks himself as a kitty pet.
But I feel like when she says heart, like I feel like she means like inner desires, like not necessarily.
But do you think
Yeah.
Fireheart would realize that?
No, 100% not. You're
No,
so right
of
on
course
that.
not. But
He's ready to
Yeah.
be insulted if somebody even goes. He's like, "Are you about to call me kitty pet?" So like for sure,
In his
he
mind,
would've
he's
pissed
like
off.
working up like insults to throw back at them already.
Yeah, that's like when he had the rat thing all ready to go for the Wind Clan apprentice.
Yep.
He's ready always.
Do you think he spends like his nights like practicing like disses in
Oh,
case
yeah.
people call him kitty pets? Like he has a
Oh.
massive list. He's like, I gotta
For
workshop this one
sure.
still.
Yep, and it's like when you're in the shower and you're like practicing arguments. That's him. He's practicing every possible option.
And
Oh
on
my
like the
God.
page after that, where like he confronts Cloudpaw on, going to two-leg food, and it's like, you don't understand what you're fighting for, like survival. Like I feel like this conversation could have gone so much better, and that's anything with Fireheart these days. But
Dude, he just
Yeah,
says
that's
he really does. This is really what it is. It's like he's literally just like a character who picks the like dialogue option that's like there is a joke every time. Like the joke, like obviously worst option that you only
Yeah.
choose if you're trying to play like an asshole.
if
Honestly.
Fireheart could have brought this up using the elders as an example, I think that would have hit a lot more home than just the clan in general. If he would have brought in like, you're fighting to keep the elders fed, you're fighting for those elders that you love so
And they're
much.
buddies with him too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that would
I
have
don't
hit
know,
more home and like gotten the point across further than.
I feel like more so than that. I kind of wish that he just like put his foot down and was just straight up like, you either have to choose. Like you either have to like be 100% with the clan, or you just got to get the fuck out of here. Like
Yeah, but then even when he did bring that up, dude, it pissed me off when they like found like the three of them, Ravenpaw, Sandstorm, and Fireheart. Because like the entire time Ravenpaw was like, I saw this cat that like had like a ThunderClan smell, but kind of not.
Yeah.
And he
and
looked
then
like
the
he
entire-
didn't want to be there too.
Yeah,
He
looked
looks
like he didn't wanna be
miserable.
there.
Ravenpaw's
and
description.
then the entire way there, Sandstorm is like, should we really be doing this? Maybe he's happy, like maybe this is what he wants. And Fireheart's like, no, I know this is what he wants. And then they get Cloudtail, and immediately Fireheart is like, you have to choose right now. I
Yeah,
don't
yeah,
trust
that's
you.
him.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, what is your problem? You didn't
Yeah.
stop talking for like a chapter and a half about how you need to get your brother back, or your
You've called him
Not
his brother
brother.
like 4 times, and I think it's funny. I actually only think it was once, but baby love, that is his brother. That's his little
It's
brother.
not his brother.
Nephew.
It's
It
his
is now.
nephew. It's like you keep saying this about your nephew, and then like you finally get him, and instead of being like, I'm so glad you're safe, we need to talk, you're immediately like,
yeah.
pick now, StarClan or Kitty Pet, go.
I don't know. Like I feel like they could have been done in a lot more subtle, like not subtle of a way, but like eased up a little bit, where it's like
Gentle.
just letting him know it's like I'm glad that you're safe and all that, but I hope this makes you realize you need to choose one way or
Yeah.
another.
Yeah,
if
for
you're
sure.
staying with the clan and committing to the clan, or if you're gonna go a separate way.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Like I hope this was a wake up call for you.
Yeah, to give him the time to decide for himself rather than make it a choice for him right then and there.
Well, no, exactly.
Yeah,
Like, I'm saying you shouldn't give him the ultimatum where you need to do it right now, but like let him know it's like this has to be a wake up call for you. You need to like going
Mhm.
forward. You'll need to make a decision what you want to do.
And it's just like he went through this exact same journey in book 2.
Mm-hmm.
He was
Yeah.
like, maybe I should go back to being a kitty pet.
God, I wish.
He just yeah. He just like doesn't let anyone. It's like the opposite. It's like you know like how there are people who like constantly make excuses for other people but never give themselves the same excuse. Fireheart is the opposite of
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Where he's constantly expecting other people to act like they need to like be like at their best at all times, but like I'm allowed to have a little me day.
I'm allowed to have a little self-care every once in a while.
Now, if
It's
Cloudpaw had been given like the idea of where he originated, where Princess gave him up because her owners were planning on doing exactly what Cloudpaw had happened to him, which is just go to a different home. If that was explained very well to Cloudpaw, do you think he would be more avoidant of actually, talking to these guys? Because wouldn't those people in the same two-leg place, by the way, that he's getting this food from, talk? Don't those neighbors know each other? Like, hey, have you seen like this white cat? Oh wait, that sounds like the cat we're missing. Like that we missed
that
in
is
our litter.
interesting. It's also crazy
he-
that Princess like didn't smell
That-
or hear him once.
I mean, you say that. I think about it. I'm like, it's probably been years since I've actually interacted or talked to some of my neighbors.
That's true. Yeah.
If you
Their
lose a
animals
cat
are.
from a litter, like you would be, putting up signs for it. Like that explains why he was taken away so quickly. Is that like someone found it? Oh yeah, he was part of this litter. Let's go rehome him. My next point is page 121. So this is still in the middle of chapter 10. This is a huge W
I
for
also have a note there.
Sandstorm. Yeah, where she
Yeah, exact same.
tells Dustpelt to literally fuck off. Like,
shut the hell up. Yeah.
but I think his reaction was like, because I think it was a bit more than just childhood friendship. I think he actually did love Sandstorm
Without a doubt.
and like that was just kind of like the nail in the coffin.
Oh yeah, for him to like switch gears.
Yeah.
Put a note in that though. Can we put a gigantic pin in this for next book? This exact
Yes.
conversation, because I have a note on this.
Yep.
Dude, the fact that Bro had to be told that Sandstorm had a thing for him
God, he's
is
so stupid.
crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so funny too because the way Cinderpelt says it, she's like, everybody knows.
Like, and you can
Dude.
see it like every time he interacts with Sandstorm, everyone else around him is like has amusement glint in their eyes or twitches
Yeah.
their whiskers in amusement. Like,
And he's just like, you're such a good friend.
And she gets like shot in the heart every time he says it. Oh,
but yeah, like this reaction from Dustpelt, like starting root for Dustpelt, like, and she even says like, never mind, like she caught on to it because she is smarter than she looks. Which, you know, fucking W, I love Sandstorm. She even picked up on it and said like, never mind, I'll apologize later. Like, yeah, she knew. And
Yeah.
just
Oh, yeah.
broke his heart right then and there.
but again, please, another pin in this because she
Yeah.
becomes an asshole.
Oh yeah, I do like Cinderpelt helping the two sick cats. This is right at the end of chapter 10, right before chapter 11. I do like Cinderpelt being the one to help these cats. I just wish the secrecy would have lasted a bit longer than just
Yeah.
being discovered
Yeah.
right away. Like where like it was noticed that like, or maybe it could have been noticed that Cinderpelt was gone for like an absurdly long amount of time and didn't bring back any herbs, or like Yellowfang even would say something about it. But no, like it was brought up and then, oh, it's Cinderpelt. So quick.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
honestly. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Go. No, you first.
No, I don't want to.
Okay, sure. I'll go first then. I feel like the six sick cats being coming by over here in the first place. This could have been done a lot earlier, like around the start of the book, to be honest with you. And then like this around this time is when it gets discovered that she's been treating them.
Yeah. Because then
Yeah.
it would have made it longer, like you're saying.
Yeah, and there's no reason that the cats couldn't have shown up around the start of the book. We already knew they were sick from the prologue, so like
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or like if it's like they're talking about Cinderpelt, like they keep saying, "Oh, she's so distracted with the whole Silver Stream stuff, and she's like constantly making these mistakes." But instead, they're
Everybody
just all
thinks it's
assuming,
Cinderpelt.
yeah. But they're like,
Oh.
"Oh, she's so sad about Silver Stream, but she's actually dealing with this guilt of being like, I feel like I have to help these cats to like make up for everything, but like,
Yeah.
it's probably not great." Like, yeah,
It's just something that could have been set up a little bit better, like
Totally.
chapters before.
Yeah, and I think this is like the one time that I think I would have liked if Fireheart was oblivious to something until he had to be told about
the
it.
one.
This is
time,
the
yeah.
one. This is the only time I'll fucking say this.
Oh yeah.
Is that I think it would have been interesting if like everybody was like oh man, like Cinderpelt is like still like super distracted about like Silverstream and like blah 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 and like all this stuff. And then he meets up with Graystripe, and Graystripe is like, "Oh, by the way, such a Fireheart thing to do to
yeah.
like let like the Shadow
yeah.
Clan cats like
Dude, that's
stay
good.
here," and then have him be like, "I'm sorry,
Okay.
what are you talking about?"
Dude, I love that.
I like
That's
that.
good.
That was good.
Because then that would be like an interesting like thing for Graystripe to do, and be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I thought you knew this had Fireheart written all over it."
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's so Graystripe coded too. Like,
Yeah, because he would say that because he's stupid.
oh yeah, he's so stupid. I love it.
Affectionately, he's stupid.
Yeah.
When he's not
He's
being
our
a dick.
stupid little guy.
If he's not in book 2, I like when he's being stupid.
Oh, so
but then like that also would have been like an interesting thing, because then it would have been like it shows how much Fireheart has rubbed off on Cinderpelt, and it also would have been like Fireheart being like, "Is my relationship with Cinderpelt not as strong as I think it is? Like she's been doing this for this
didn't
long
notice. Oh,
and didn't
yeah.
tell anyone, and Graystripe found out before me."
That would have
Dude,
been
I'm gonna
so
kill
good.
you. That's good.
Yeah.
That would have been so good. Man, we should write these books. So, page 140, this is right after chapter 12 starts, the valid crash out from Sandstorm. Like, Fireheart's so far up his own ass, he wears it like a hat, and like, it's like...
Oh, I love that.
So true.
How can you say that? You have me. Like, he still thinks he's
Oh,
alone
yeah.
constantly.
He's so stupid.
And then Sandstorm's just been with him this whole time, helping him. And like, yeah, valid crash out that you're 0 for 2 on apprentices.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she's helped him more than anybody. And he's like, oh, no one helps me. Everybody's alone. And she's like changing his diaper. He's like, what do you mean don't have that? Maybe that's a little much, but
No.
It's not that far off.
Dude, yeah, that pissed me off. Because he was like, nobody in the clique cares about you. I'm so loud. And she's like, okay.
the fuck?
All right.
Okay.
I imagine that, like, she's like, all right, so,
What about
you're,
me?
you're a bitch.
Yeah.
Well, it's also funny because between her and then Blue Star also being like, "You're the only one I can trust. I trust no one else in the clan but you." He's like,
Yeah.
"I'm so alone."
Yeah.
And then they make up for that in like 3 pages later with Fireheart going points left, point right. Ooh, are we friends again?
Honestly, I can't wait
Ooh,
to
it's
learn more about Sandstorm, because I still haven't learned more about Sandstorm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because like her reaction, she just seems like such an interesting character. Because she's like, dude, like yes, she like I sort of read that as like she's annoyed, but it's like, yes, of course we're still friends, you asshole.
Yeah.
It's just like so like matter of fact about it. She seems cool. I can't wait to learn more about her smile.
Me and Blix look at the camera.
Yeah,
Uh,
whatever, man.
Stop it! Stop it! Don't do it!
Rams knows too much already, and he hasn't even read it.
It's not even that it's just I know these writers.
No,
man.
yeah.
Some things are
You
not
can-
very
you can
subtle.
pick
If it's
up on
set
it.
up,
Oh,
it's
for
gonna
sure.
happen.
Anyway,
So anyway,
chapter
Anywho.
13, supper?
Can we like get like a?
This is the first time they mentioned the word supper at all, period. And they did
Really?
like 2 other times.
Oh.
I
I didn't even notice that.
spot of tea in it.
Yeah. Like supper.
All the British viewers are
Yeah.
just foaming their tea, just pissed.
yeah. Sorry, guys.
That was the only note I had on that one, and then I go right to page like 153 or 54, and like this is right before chapter 14, where this is the first time like Fireheart says something, literally anything about the dreams, the visions that he's had to literally anyone, and it's
Thank
Cinderpelt.
God it's to Sand. Or wait, oh, it's Cinderpelt.
But yeah, it's
I thought it was
Cinderpelt.
he
And
said
even
something to
Cinderpelt's
Sandstorm
like, bro,
later.
you think about this spotted leaf way too much.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's like we're all concerned, but I'm the only one brave enough to say it.
You keep mumbling spotted leaf in your sleep, dude. It's weird.
Yeah, everybody is like starting to get freaked out and leave.
You talk about her as if she's still alive. Like W Cinderpelt for
Yeah.
just
Oh my
like,
fucking
shutting him
God.
down.
Can I just say though, at this point, I hate with the capital Ah that this is the setup for them being like, Cinderpelt always loved Fireheart. She always loved him. Because I like they're supposed to be like, oh, you've had a cat right in front of your nose, Sandstorm. But then they do these subtle little things where they're like, there's this animosity between Sandstorm and Cinderpelt that like even Fireheart picked up on. And their whole thing about, I hope that's not next book. It might be next book. I might be eating my words here. But I feel like this is the beginning because it's supposed to be about Sandstorm, but then they talk about it like, I feel like it's Cinderpelt. The silence is stressing me out.
It's just
Did I
Cinderpelt realizing
spoil
how
something?
how thick in the head that Fireheart is, and now
That
nothing
too, but I
goes
always
through
thought
it.
it was the like subtle hint of like, I also love you, Fireheart. Why don't you? But maybe I'm like out to lunch. I might have
Really
spoiled
like
next book.
that.
Sorry, I thought this was
You
this
did a
book.
little bit.
No,
But
well,
is there actually
Cinderpelt never explicitly says it.
who's
Yeah,
the
hold on,
real
hold on, which
Warrior
part-
Cats fan? Which
Yeah,
one
which
do I
part was
shoot?
written in like a fanfic or something like that? Which part's actually?
No, because I had this. Hold on, let me make sure it's.
What is canon and what is fanon?
Oh my god! Right?
Even the writers don't know.
Oh, it's next book.
Anyway,
dangerous path.
But I just kind of assume that they're going to assassinate any character that's semi decent. So it was going to happen.
This chapter has my least favorite line I've ever read.
oh boy, what is it?
Here, let me pull out my paper book so that I can get the actual line real fast.
Here, I'll give you the sound effect.
He sees fucking Sandstorm, and the line is like, at this moment, it didn't matter that she wasn't a tortoise.
Oh,
shell
yeah,
cat
yeah,
and
yeah.
didn't have like amber
Oh.
eyes. And it
Yes,
was like,
I do know exactly what you're talking about.
hate you.
Yeah, I know
Like, he's
exactly
interested
what
in
that
me
is.
and he's alive.
It's like, oh, I don't care that you're not the exact person that I like. You're still pretty cute.
He did
It's
all
like,
but say that to her face.
yeah,
Really.
yeah.
This guy's my main character.
Yep.
My next point is, I think, right before chapter 16. So this is May He Rest in Peace, Running Wind. Because that poor guy got like 2 lines of dialogue and then face planted into death. That's about it.
Yeah.
I
So, yeah, I'm
love-
sure a different character's gonna keep dreaming about him for the next 5 books.
For sure. Oh, for sure. He's the next love interest, actually. It's great.
But Running Wind dead, like, but this whole like interaction, like, you would think like after Fireheart's been known to be like ask questions first, attack later, he would, when someone is like showing the exact same like fear and then wailed that, oh my god, he's dead. Like, well, yes, you could assume that Whitethroat was the one who killed Running Wind, and that's the only one there, obviously, but like, you can pick up context clues that, you know, he's afraid, he just shouted he's dead. Like, Fireheart, I thought you were the ask questions first type of guy. Why did you
He's so dense.
chase this guy off?
It's so funny.
Not only
yeah.
that, oh my god, I hate how Whitethroat, oh my god. Okay, so Whitethroat dies by being run over by a car. Whoop-de-doo. But it's like, Fireheart immediately doesn't feel guilty about it at all. He just goes
No.
right to blaming Tiger Claw for his death.
He
He
literally
blames Tiger
plays the
Claw
gear.
and
He
it's
goes,
like, this is-
anyways,
He immediately plays the victim for killing someone because he's like, dude, this is reminding me of Cinderfur. Wait, is that Tiger Claw? He doesn't even think about Whitethroat for a second, and his first instinct is because fucking Whitethroat is a ShadowClan cat. He's like, he must have joined up with
But
Tiger
Whitethroat
Claw.
was one of the ones that, like, Cinderpelt helped heal. Like, hello?
Yeah.
Like, huh? Like,
It's like, he must have been so scared that he joined the rogues because he's evil.
like, if Whitethroat really wanted to do some damage, why not kill Cinderpelt?
True.
that's true. But Fireheart is not going to think that fast, quickly, or
Ye-
ahead.
He's not gonna think.
Oh, true. Period. I guess I could have ended it right there. You're so right.
Let's see. And this was not the only untimely death that Tiger Claw had brought to the forest that day. Like, it's right after Whitethroat dies.
Yeah, immediately blaming him again. Yeah.
Doesn't take accountability. Like, at least Greystripe took accountability for Whiteclaw. Like, he got crunk, but, you know, he took accountability for it.
True. We got cronked. Is that what you just said?
Get crunk.
Oh, because it's White Claw. I see. I'm with you. I got you.
Blix, you're as
Dude,
slow as
if
Fireheart.
anyone
That's fine,
ever
that's
gets
fine, I'm here.
fucking drunk off a White Claw, like, that's crazy.
Greystripe
That
would
is
be
a
that guy,
type
though.
of pain that why would you do that to yourself? Ew.
Oh yeah, so I'm gonna bring this up because every book, and I'm talking every single book from here on out, will do like these weird like episodic ending chapter cliffhangers.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if this is like prevalent in many other book series that authors do this, but like you could just flip the page and keep going, or like they wanted to leave it to where you can stop there, but you're still wondering, so you come back.
Yeah. I think that's what they're after. They're like, oh, they're reading this. And they're like, oh, I'll go to the next chapter and then I'll be done for the night. Oh,
But like
I can't
sometimes
stop
they just
here.
do it in like mid conversation.
Yeah,
It just feels awkward.
For sure it does, but they don't give a shit.
It's for the anime adaptation, so there's like
True.
good cutoffs for every episode.
Although to be fair, Warriors would kill as an anime, so that's
Did
what
you
I've
see
been
they're
saying.
making a mobile game?
Are they?
What?
Yeah, it just came out. There's like this news that
They're gotcha?
I'm not sure what it is, but it was something.
Gonna blow all my money on it.
I want to roll for Fireheart.
Warrior Cat. I'm not. Warrior Cat's
Warrior
mobile
Cat,
game.
gotcha.
Oh yeah, like Yellowfang with the double meaning here, which cool. I think Tiger Claw has the strength and ambition to become whatever he wants to be. Like that's an example of decent foreshadowing for him becoming the leader of ShadowClan at the very last line of this book. That's decent foreshadowing. I will give him that for that.
Yeah, that's not awful.
So page 200, this is after chapter 18 starts. Every time something bad happens, they always resort to, oh, we'll just assign guards to the camp. We'll assign more patrols. Like, it doesn't do anything every single time.
Yet they'll continue to do it.
It's just like, not once do I remember a extra patrol spotting something and then like solving a problem before it became a problem.
If anything, it makes things worse because they're always out of the camp. They're like,
And they're
shit,
tired.
we sound out more patrols, so everybody's gone and the rogues are attacking.
Yeah, like
Yeah, you think you would want less patrols out.
Oh yeah.
and they haven't been attacked in their own camp since like Wind Clan and Shadow Clan in the last book. Like, what is guards gonna do at this point? Like, if you wanna save Cat's like energy and like keep that up, they have to go through your territory in order to reach your camp. Just post like sentries, like put a cat like at the fallen oak or something like that, and like
See,
just have him
That's
sit
smart.
there for a little while.
Oh my god. No,
Like
no, no,
that
they would
doesn't waste a
never
lot
do
of his
that.
energy. That doesn't like, and just like replace him every once in a while. Like that would be because they
Yeah,
would have
that's
to
big
pass
brain,
through your
actually.
territory in order to attack.
if they
you.
just dealt with him the first time around, this wouldn't be an issue.
True,
That's true.
but sentries
no,
instead of
no.
patrols would be so much better. Like, oh,
It'd be
just
more efficient.
sprinkle like one at like the place that is like one at like the adder rock or something like that, and like without any near adders. But like they would need to cross your territory anyway to attack you.
I will say, like, small aside, why does Tiger Claw care about ThunderClan taking it over at this point?
It is just a pride thing at this point. I feel like
Yeah.
it's now a vendetta of like, you are not like, you got in my way, so now you will perish for slighting me.
I guess I understand taking down the clan, but like taking over the clan, I feel like
Yeah.
would never happen at this point.
No,
Not in the way of like being official, of like becoming like yes to kill everybody and then like absorb it maybe, but
yeah. So my next one's in chapter 19. It's page 214. It's like in the middle, I think, of chapter 19. It's when Ravenpaw comes back and like says something about Cloudpaw that he's miserable over in the two-leg nest, which kind of incredible luck, by the way. But
that defines
That's
warrior
not like
cats.
in a different
It's
state.
incredible. Yeah.
right? But Rams brought this up of like Sandstorm being so against this, but I like it for the fact that she's so against it and vocals it, and then still goes with him as like the act of like, I'm still going to come with you on this, even though you're being stupid right now, but I still want to make sure you're okay, and that he's okay.
Very small tangent. I'm gonna be honest. The whole thing with the two legs place, I kind of would have preferred if this story focused more on that.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, the problem is this book as a whole feels like such a middle chapter of everything else. It doesn't have its own identity, I feel.
Well, I will 100% agree with that, actually.
Yeah,
because
every other like Fireheart and Sandstorm going for this and like traveling with Ravenpaw and like making that
but it's like every other book has had like
a big
main issue with like a side point. This one, the side point is like kind of Tiger Claw. He's always in the background and stuff like that, and he only ever pops up at the very, very end. So it's like there's no main conflict really for the majority of this book.
I want to say the main conflicts are primarily internal in this book.
Well,
like whether it be Blue Star internally herself or just like Fireheart internally with literally everyone else in ThunderClan.
Yeah, like there's a bunch of like tiny little conflicts, but there's no major conflict for this book to deal with. And even this one that was like the closest to a major conflict is dealt with so quickly.
Yeah.
And especially with how in chapter 1 they're already like leading up to like, oh, you know, like he's disobeying orders and stuff like that. He keeps going to the two-leg place. He's doing this and that. He shouldn't. I feel like that could have been a much more central theme of this book.
Yeah, I would totally agree with that, actually.
I agree. And that's a really good point.
We do have it with the whole fire and everything, but that is so, like you said, so it's the main thing, and it's so far into it that it does feel like, I don't want to say a side point, but it's a lot of la-di-da to get to that point.
I'll be honest. When I read like chapter 1, and then when I got to this point, I expected this to be the main conflict, like this leading up to the main conflict of this book, and then it just sort of got, done with real quick.
Yeah, okay. You know what I think the interesting thing about this book is, now that I'm like thinking about it, the main conflict in this book is what we see in the prologue. It's that Shadow Clan is sick, but since we're following Thunder Clan, we don't see what's happening. The main conflict is that Shadow Clan is like, they're getting sick, their people are dying, and then Tiger Claw comes in and becomes their leader. That's the big through line of this book, but we only see 2 cats from Shadow Claw ever be affected by it. Now, if this was done in the
POV, if this was like a break POV from someone within Shadow Clan, maybe like an apprentice or something like that, just watching this all happen, that would be kind of neat.
Or even show us from like Whitethroat and then go back to like Fireheart, like when he dies.
That actually kind of dope. I like that. Both of you
Thanks.
ideas.
It's frustrating because there are a little bit of like side stories or like ideas that they use in this book that I feel like could have been fleshed out a lot more or been like more interesting, but they're just sort of crammed together, shortened, and it just makes everything feel so nothing. Nothing seems to hold that much weight in this book because it doesn't get enough time to actually be fleshed out.
This book is just full of mini arcs. It's like we
Mhm.
have Blue Star going crazy. We have Cloudtail not really understanding what it means to be a warrior, and then getting like nabbed.
Yeah, we have the background thread of Tiger Claw. We got the disease being spread around. We have the fire. Like, there's like 5 different.
We have
Cinderpaw going on.
Like, yeah.
And yeah,
Which can kind of be, symbolic of Blue Star's mind at the moment.
I'd be fair.
If you want to be really nice to them, I guess.
To the writer at this point.
Yeah, maybe the book being structured
maybe
like
the
ass
curtains
is
being
a
blue means
reference.
they're sad.
I don't dislike this one as much as book 2, but this one frustrates me more than it should. Like, I feel like this should be a better book.
And it's unfortunate, and like without giving spoilers, but there's so many times that I feel like it adds filler episodes or filler things, and this is the start of a lot of that going forward in future arcs, where it's just like they're just talking to talk, and they're just
This really is One Piece.
No, but like the thing that frustrates me is like I understand that you need to lay the groundwork for the overarching story, but you shouldn't make any single one of your chapters feel like it has no purpose.
Yeah, no, and you're exactly right, but they need to fill the pages. Almost.
Like, this doesn't need to be the absolute most important through line story that like happens. You can still primarily work on the background and setting things up for like future books or future problems. But the fact that there's no real important through line in the story or overarching thing that they need to deal with is kind of frustrating.
Mm-hmm.
And the next book's probably going to be crazy because it's going to be like, what the fuck? What do we do now?
Everything in, yeah. That too.
My next one is like the page directly after that. My note is he gay cats, because it's Sandstorm and Ravenpaw talking about why Ravenpaw left, and now like he doesn't want to come back. But like now I have a new home. I like it here. I got Barley for company, which is the closest they could ever get when writing these books, unless it's the graphic novel. Which graphic novel for saying that he has a mate in Barley now. I just love the gay cats. Love them.
Amen.
Meowie.
Kill him, everybody kill him with fire.
My next one is like way deep. It's like 234 after, I think this is after they get Cloudpaw back. They beat the Wind Clan patrol, which cool, I guess. I consistently look for like double meanings or symbolic meanings. I've done this all this time for everything. But what I really like is that at some point, like earlier in this book, Ashpaw said like, oh yeah, Cloudpaw hasn't come back. He always keeps his word. Like, that is one thing that apparently Cloudpaw is known for with the apprentices and the elders, that Cloudpaw always keeps his word. What I really liked about this is that Fireheart promised that they would be back before like sun high or sunrise the next day, and they were able to keep that word with Cloudpaw. I like that, like kind of
interesting
double entendre of like, when traveling with Cloudpaw, you keep your word.
Yeah.
I
also, just because we didn't really like touch on it that much. I like that it's alluded to that Cloudpaw wasn't hiding the fact that he was going to the two-leg place from his apprentices, his fellow like apprentices. I thought that was really interesting.
Well, that's one of the reasons I've found myself enjoying Cloudpaw so much more than Fireheart is like at the end of the day he's kind of just upfront about a lot of this stuff.
Yeah,
he's like, I'm doing this. What's the actual problem with this? Like, I don't see what the issue is. And then
he's just being a rebellious
all Fireheart has to say is like, it's StarClan, of course, like because StarClan told us not to. And he's like, okay, but why? Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, actually, why?
It's like when Firepaw got indoctrinated into StarClan in like 2 paragraphs in the first book. Cloudtail needs a bit more explanation.
More for him.
Yeah,
and even then he's still like,
he needed to like live the other side first.
I found the issue. Cloudpaw was never told that he gets to. He doesn't get neutered if he's.
That's what it is.
He never got told about the incentives.
Yeah, I will say when they took him in the crate, a thought did cross my mind. I was like, is bro about to get his balls cut off?
Which would be an interesting plot point if he came back to the clan at that point, like after he got
ballless.
Cuttered.
Oh, ballless and maidenless?
No.
No.
Well, then he could just be gay and we'd have more Meowie.
There we go.
Oh, he could be gay anytime. We love it.
True.
I'm finally on my last page of notes.
You should make a new catchphrase instead of like alrighty or like any who's.
Anywho,
You should say like next up like nya. You know,
oh, or
like
keep
that.
us on our
Okay.
toes and just like
I-
throw
I-
like a random word.
All right, you fuckers. Next one is
I
like,
Really
like
grabs the attention.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, I'm invested.
Whoa!
next one's on page 244. It is in chapter 22. Yeah, okay. Why did Fireheart like immediately tell the clan after seeing number one Cloudpaw's fear, like hearing him say, "Don't let them take me away," clear as day. He immediately goes back to the clan and be like, "Oh, this kitty pet returned to his life, soft life." Like
That
Yeah.
was
he
crazy.
was the one peddling that rumor before it could be done for him.
Oh.
Look, Fireheart is Cloudpaw's worst enemy.
Dude, who needs enemies when you have family like this? Like, what the fuck?
Honestly.
And Fireheart is like, we both know that's not entirely true that he was stolen. Like, yeah, he was stolen, but like at the same time, like I get it. You're trying to allude that he went to go get food, but he was stolen. Pure as
Yeah.
day. He was stolen.
It's such a weird distinction. It's like, well, he was getting food. And it's like, yeah, dude, if someone offers me a burger, I'll be like, yeah, man, I'll have a burger. But then if they stuff me in their car, I'm not going to be like, damn, I shouldn't have taken that burger.
I still got a burger out of the deal.
Yeah.
Damn, the burger was my main mistake. I asked for. He's victim blaming.
Oh my god.
He's literally victim blaming.
I'm gonna
He
be
could
honest,
be
that seems
burgerless.
like something that he would do.
Shouldn't have accepted the food if you didn't want to be a kitty pet. Like, shut up, dude.
All right, you fuckers. Next one's the next page, which is
Hell
right
yeah.
before chapter 23.
Make sure you say that for like the first point so we get demonetized.
Yeah, we'll do.
Exactly,
Please.
within the first 5 minutes. Good, good, good.
Yeah, actually splice that into every single point you have.
This is StarClan using their powers of whimsy to get the recordings of what they see if the two legs do, and just inserting it into Fireheart's memory as like, because we know how the fire started, which is like two leg kits being stupid, like Smokey the Bear style, and the StarClan takes this imagery of like two leg kids running away from the fire and just puts it into Fireheart's dreams. Didn't know that StarClan could do that. I don't even know if that's from the future or not at this point.
I mean, did they need to do that in this book? Why?
No
To
clue.
explain why the fire happened. I feel like they just as easily could have like.
They
the
didn't mention
storm
it
that
while the fire was
coming.
going on. Like Fireheart offhandedly mentioned watching two-leg kits run away, like while he was getting his clan
But
out.
again, this is just useless information. We already know that, like, they've already done a bit of setup saying, like, you know, it's the dry season and stuff like that. Why can't it just be like, they smell smoke, there's a fire?
And the thing is, like, the timing on it was kind of real weird because, like,
Yeah.
Spotted Leaf sends it to him minutes before he has to get up.
Yeah. And then it's also really weird because they have like a lot less like awkward of a way to, because you're setting up that it's really dry, you're setting up that it hasn't rained a lot, but then there's a thunderstorm that's like happening. You can just say
Yeah.
a tree got struck by lightning.
Yeah,
So
true.
true.
But this is one of the things that kind of pissed me off. They do all this nice little legwork early on, setting
Yeah.
up like, oh, it's dry. You can kind of, in your brain, you can already be like, okay, there's a possibility of a fire. A lot of the previous books had like prophecies of fires and stuff like that. Then they just completely undo all that. And they're like, you know what? This is going a little too slow for us. Let's just send a video of all of this. It's like, why'd you do all the setup if you were just going to send a video of a play-by-play? Like,
So true.
He gets a fucking TikTok notification.
I don't know. It seems like they just can't commit to the slow burn or leaving things unexplained.
My next point of like after Fireheart discovers the fire is like, wouldn't it have been so funny if Spotted Leaf was just trolling him for a little bit and he got up screaming bloody murder of a fire and there's just nothing happening and these just
That would've been
and-
actually pretty funny.
I would actually like Spotted Leaf if she started fucking with him, yeah.
Do you think they ever get like the wrong date to send their visions? They send the vision of it and it happens like a week later.
immediately during the fire, Cloudpaw is like, where are the elders at? Are all the elders safe? I love that Cloudpaw's first instinct is like, where are the elders? Where's
Yeah.
Pouchtail and Halftail?
They're those besties.
Again, he's so much easier to like.
I love that. I love
It
this
also
guy.
made me a little sad. It was interesting that he was like, it doesn't seem like the elders are even like that sad about Cloudpaw being gone. And I was like, oh, that is sad.
Yeah.
Why'd
Yeah.
you put that in the book? That makes me sad.
Yeah.
It's-
Like at least like say like, oh, I missed when he looked after me and like got my ticks because he knew how to do it the right
Yeah,
way.
like you don't need to have every single one of the elders miss him, but even if there's just like some mention of like some
He
appreciation
got the ticks
for
the
dude.
right way,
Yeah.
not you other apprentices. Like if it's
Yeah,
like
you-
some
you-
prep.
like,
Yeah,
he's
why
just
can't you do it
grumpy
like
about it.
Cloudpaw?
Yeah, like that would have been cute. And the next one is the last death flag that Yellowfang gets, which is like the I'll go, then I'll come. Like, but I do like the double meaning of the clan will need your healing skills because I
Yeah.
think Yellowfang knows she's going to die doing this, and
For
like
sure.
like telling Cinderpelt the clan will need your healing skills. Technically triple meaning with how much she's in her own head of Silverstream and like trying to save
Yeah.
everyone. Like the clan will need your healing skills. I'm gonna be gone. Like get back in your own head and focus. I like
Yeah.
that one. That was good.
Yeah, and I think I do think this is like an interesting way for Yellowfang to go because her like the way she dies is like protecting a kit one last time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's really
I
awesome.
I really like how that went down, that it was like protecting a kid and stuff like that. I already like it was pretty obvious that she was going to die. I was hoping it wasn't in this book, maybe a future one, but again, it was kind of writing on the wall as soon as she got
Yeah.
an apprentice of her own.
I mean, yeah, you guys called it last
Yeah,
episode.
you
You
did.
did.
Yeah, like again,
We
it
just
was
couldn't
very
say
obvious it was
anything.
going to happen, but I think the thing that kind of frustrates me is like, yes, I like love her as a character. I think that the way that she went out was, very well done with the whole like, protecting Kit. I just wish it didn't happen in this book. It felt like it was more on like a quick blurb of the book, like the fire.
Yeah, like a very side last note kind of thing.
I mean,
Yeah.
to be fair, like a fire like this would happen as a quick blurb. You don't have much time to react.
No, it absolutely would have, but for like, and it's probably just because it's a character that I really like. But the fact that it happens so quickly to a character I like in a book that already feels like it's juggling too many plot lines, I don't know. It takes
Juggling
a
too many
bit of
plot lines and yet does nothing.
Yeah.
exactly. I don't know. She doesn't need like some massive like big moment that's like all about her and nothing else. But this one was kind of, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think it would have been one more impactful to me. Like I think like because I like that she lived for like longer
A
because
full
she
day.
was smart.
Mind you, a
Yeah.
Smart
full
as
day.
fuck, yeah. I think she definitely, and I almost like take that as like her holding on,
Yeah,
hoping
yeah.
that Fireheart would come and find her so that she could like relieve herself of the burden of having killed her son.
Yeah.
Was the way that I interpreted that.
Yep.
Yep.
But I also think it would have been good if I don't remember exactly if Cinderfer was or Cinder whatever, I don't care. Cinder blank was told to not go
Yeah.
or not. I don't remember, but I wish she had either been allowed to go or just followed anyway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Because I really wish that both of Yellowfang's like basically new children were there for her death.
Her
I
surrogate
don't
children.
know if I agree. Like, I feel like because the Fireheart was like the one who found her and like kind of had that moment, I think it was very powerful
That's a good
to just
point.
be them. Like,
That's a
and
good point.
I agree. Like, I love Cinderpelt and stuff like that, but and then it almost makes it hurt so much more for her because she didn't get a chance to say goodbye.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Like,
I made a note in this. Like, what actually got me to tear up in this book was just the 2 sentences of Cinderpelt's reaction to Yellowfang dying. Like, oh my, she swayed on her paws and like her eyes went wide. Like that fucking broke
Yeah.
me. That broke my heart
Mhm.
because like, oh shit, she never got to say goodbye. Never got anything from Yellowfang other than a friendship she'll remember forever.
I think what I would have liked more from this book is if plotline wise they focused on just the 2 main ones of the sickness and the 2-leg place, and then maybe tied in her dying to the like sickness plotline.
Maybe
But
maybe make it like a thing that medicine cats like do have resistant to illness, but then like when you get an apprentice, that sort of starts to go away.
it
maybe-
leaks into them.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It just I don't know. I feel like that would have made it more impactful. It would have made it tie into one of the main
Yeah.
like storylines a bit better as well too, given some more weight to that storyline as well too.
I
And then it
do
also-
like though
Sorry, go ahead.
Fireheart. Sorry, just having to save Brambleclaw and make, or sorry, excuse
Mhm,
me, Bramble Kit at that point. I do love that because he's like, holy shit! Like I saved Tiger Claw.
No, like
essentially,
again,
I think
I really do like that moment, and I think that was good. I don't know.
It's like
No,
the,
I get
not
you.
sure.
No, it feels
the
weird.
cat poster of the hang in there. That's what I imagined Bramble
yeah.
Kit was looking
Oh
like.
yeah. And I'm glad
Like-
it is Bramble Kit.
There are moments of the whole like fire going down and like what happens that I really do like, but at the
Yeah.
same time I'm like it also just feels like it almost feels like a really well done short story just plopped into this this book.
Yeah.
And I guess not everything needs to happen because of someone else or for a reason, but I do kind of wish that like 3 characters, one of them being a main character, didn't just die because of a random fire.
Yeah.
I wish it was either like something that like had like more importance to the book or something that was like caused by someone else. Like I don't know how
Yeah.
you would fucking write this, but like if like someone
Tiger Claw
caused the
caused the
fire
fire.
somehow, I guess that's who it would be. I don't even know how you would do that. Maybe like could be a simple. You could even tie in the fucking 2 legs, and that could even make like his whatever being that much more fucked up. Like what if like he sees them playing with the fire and like lures them like closer to ThunderClan? Like I don't know.
Now, question about the prophecy of beware of an enemy who seems to sleep. Is that about Tiger Claw getting the leadership of Shadow Clan? Is that about Tiger Claw killing Running Wind? Or is that about the fire in the forest?
I always thought it was Tiger Claw, but maybe the sleeping thing is how like,
everything he
hot
keeps mentioning
the
like how it's dry and like
dry.
it's
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like
And
it's
that's
just,
like, and
it
it's-
seems to be not doing anything or sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I
maybe.
think it's a stupid prophecy in
And
general.
fire is an
but,
enemy to all clans. That's what Crooked Star said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's it's an awful prophecy. It means literally nothing.
Oh,
but
yeah.
we can like assign meaning to it.
Yeah.
I think they wrote that because it sounded cool and then didn't like have an actual answer in their head
Oh, yeah.
of what it meant.
They're like, this sounds great, and that's all I care about.
Yeah,
That's all
like
I
at this
need.
point we're trying to piece together a better story from what they gave us.
Yeah.
But you know what? Like in the whole thing of the fire being random and stuff, I do still kind of like that because there's so much where it's like it's still a wild area. It's still wild
yeah,
animals. They
that's-
still
no,
do
like-
deal.
No, and the thing is, I really do like the fire aspect. It just feels like because of how messy this book already was with so many like different things going on, I feel like this should have been thrown in a different book.
Okay,
or make
that's
the book
okay.
like
I'll agree with
about the
that.
fire or something like that.
Yeah, or like even if it was just like let's say the next book or something like that. Say like the next book has one main antagonist and stuff like that, some like main issue to deal with, and then the fire just happens like partway through or something like that. If it's just an aside and there's only one other main plot line, I feel like it fits a lot better, and the impact might be a bit better as well too.
Okay,
It's just because of how this book is structured and like very unorganized almost that I don't like how it was set up. I still think it was done well, the whole fire
Yes.
section, but it was
But just where it was. Okay, yeah, I would agree with that.
I can
definitely.
agree with that. Let's see.
Yeah.
The next one is on 262 for me, right after chapter 25 starts. It's the only point in the book where I cheered, and that's when Leopard Fur helps out to get Small Ear out. Like,
Oh,
River
I
Clan
love
showing up,
Leopard Fur!
that was great. That was great. That's
They
that's
dunked
the
on her
point where I
so
cheered.
much, but she's so sick in this book.
Yeah.
I have big heart eyes at Leopard Fur in this book.
Whoa. Leopard Star?
Sorry, that
Confirm-
was messed up.
confirm.
I am so sorry. Leopard Fur. I meant Leopard Fur.
She is
I'm
deputy.
so sorry.
She is
These
deputy.
books
yeah.
are ruined. These books are
I'm
ruined.
sorry.
You sound so upset.
I'm livid.
Yeah.
I know. I can hear it in your emotional
I'll give you
voice.
honest. I think our friendship might be ruined now.
Fuck, damn it. But like oftentimes I'll be like, oh yeah, sorry, excuse me, I just need to contact StarClan. And it's so stupid and it sounds cringe, but the more you say it, the funnier it gets, I promise. Just give it a whirl, give it a whirl.
I think I'm good. I'll just take your word for it.
That's okay, you can be good. I'm more for me, honestly. I love doing it to my sister and she like, shut the fuck up every time. Because she like tangentially knows about it.
So this is where I brought this point up previously, but like this is where the ThunderClan boomers are talking about how the fire was caused by the ritual of assigning the deputy not happening at the time, like 5 minutes later than it should have. Like, I really don't think the crime matches the punishment of losing not only like 3
Yeah, the fire should have
cats,
been worse.
but like, you say it should have been worse?
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ, they're trying to latch onto literally any other explanation other than a fire is sometimes just two-leg kids being dumbasses. And that could have been Fireheart's way of saying, yeah, this was not StarClan, this is Two Legs, my guy. But
I
they
feel like that should have been
Two legs.
Cloudpaw who said that. I feel like that because he's just always like so like critical of it, and everybody been like, "Shut up, Cloudpaw," but he's just right.
StarClan is punishing us. No, I don't think. I think it was just a
I think
fire.
they're just stupid, actually.
Guys, it was
think it was-
just a fire.
I think it was just a fire. No, StarClan never makes a mistake.
Except for all the ones they've made, but
Yep.
you know.
No,
Yeah.
but we don't think about those.
It's a good thing we don't have a running list of them.
Yeah.
No, yeah,
Yep.
that would just be embarrassing for them.
Anywho.
Anyways, you fuckers.
The whole scene of like Gray Stripe and his kids was adorable. And like
Yeah, that
they
was
pounced on him.
cute.
It's
Yeah.
like, how'd you know I was coming? We smelled you. Like that was
Yeah,
Like him
you
being a good
did.
dad
Yeah,
is,
you
like, really
smelled
neat.
me. I used to do that every time my dad. I'd like.
Every time my dad came home, I smelled him.
I'd be like, he'd be like, "How'd you know I was home? I smelled
I
you."
smelled you.
That's
And then
cute.
he's like, "Fuck, should I shower or something?" Like, what the hell?
Yes.
Yeah,
love
thanks.
that.
I'm kind of really cute and awesome.
Next one's 280, chapter 27. This is just Yellowfang's final words, essentially. Oh my god, were these good?
It was a good monologue, really good monologue.
Yeah. Like it definitely like seals her character, and I love that she kept up with it to the
Yeah.
end. It was great.
And I love that Fireheart wasn't a bitch about it and like didn't like say like, "I know, I already know."
Mhm.
like,
I
literally-
agree,
Don't-
dude. You're so right.
Don't jinx it until the next book where he spends the entire thing monologuing about it, but that's fine.
But yeah, I liked that he just like let her have the moment.
Oh my god. And what does anger me a little bit is that
Oh, I know exactly what you're about to say. I'm gonna start punching people. Go ahead.
Yellowfang asks Fireheart for like one last thing, which is to pass on the message to Bluestar to thank her for taking her in. Guess what Fireheart just doesn't do that could possibly
Mhm.
help Bluestar
Mm-hmm.
at all? Is he just doesn't pass along this message and just stays silent while Bluestar's
He-
looking her shit.
Hey, he's given 3 to
ruined-
5 business days to deliver the
Dude.
message.
He ruined my fucking Yuri, and I'm so upset about it. He
If anyone
literally
was gonna do
did.
it, it was him,
Her
though.
last words was, "Please tell like Blue Star how grateful I am to be a member of Thunder Clan." And
And he just
he
doesn't,
doesn't
do
say
that
it.
when his leader clearly could use that some sort of that
Yeah.
reassurance.
And then it's his fault. It's like not saying it's his fault because Blue Star
But it
should
is.
have done it. But it's like if he had said that, Blue Star might have actually like wanted to have a ceremony for all the cats that died.
Yeah.
And that shit pisses me off. And her justification for it is really sad and fucked up.
Yeah,
Um,
you know, I mean, to be fair, like if this fire had happened before Tiger Claw was revealed to be a traitor, like Blue Star wouldn't think twice about it. Oh yeah, it's just a natural
Yeah.
disaster. But now she's thinking like, oh, StarClan abandoned me and told me this fire is a prophecy. Now it's just fucking everything up.
Yeah, now they don't want any of us in StarClan, which is like you don't get to decide that for other people. That's kind of crazy, but you're also going crazy, so I guess it's fine.
Like I said, final life. Even Blue Star's like, take me to Yellowfang's body. You know what would help with that? It's like, take me to Yellowfang's body. Tell her the message that Yellowfang was passing on.
I'm so
Yeah.
mad. it's so funny that he ruins everything.
Without even trying, too.
Fireheart's crash out at the end of chapter 28. Oh my god. Where like he physically berates both Sandstorm and Cloudpaw. Like
Dude,
he's just burning bridges, pun intended. That
so uncomfortable.
and try to keep out of trouble for once. Cloudpaw hasn't been in trouble since he got back. Like it's just pointless. is
Yeah,
what
but
it
time's kind of wonky. That was maybe like an hour ago.
was.
Honestly, maybe.
Yeah, after Cloudpaw got back, they had like a week time span where it skipped, where he'd been like training, or like a day.
Oh, dude, they keep doing these time skips. They gotta stop it in these episodes.
I'm going right over to 306 where it says W long tail character progression.
Oh yeah, that was cool.
They'll be safe, I promise. Yeah, like it's Longtail showing respect to Fireheart after like we've seen like how like he
4
saved
books,
Fireheart in the last
yeah.
one, how he like denied I liked seeing Longtail go from a bully to a respectable warrior. That's cool. Like it's not as good as Zuko from Avatar: The Last Airbender, but it's got similar vibes, but like it's like the LaCroix when Zuko is like the full can of soda.
Okay, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah,
It's a taste.
I really think and I might get some shit for this, but I'm still gonna speak my truth. is
Do it.
that I think one of the big things about this series is like there are so many side characters, and that's not really like a unique problem to this series. There are so many like books and shows and movies that have like a billion side characters that never get developed. But the interesting thing is that like they pick like 2 or 3 to like fully develop, and then everybody else gets like the scraps.
Yeah.
When like in
Yeah.
like a cast as big as this and like a story as long as this, you need like 5 to 7 characters that are like your primary, and we're slowly getting there. But like right now, it really just feels like it's like weird. It's like we don't have like primary characters besides Fireheart. Everybody just like is like rotating in the background when I'd rather it be. And we had that with Greystripe, but like he's gone now. But
You
it's
wanted
just
to come
like,
back. You made your choice. You made your bed, and I lay in it. Like it's also it was that plus don't make the same mistake I did, which you know at least that shows that Blue Star is still thinking, but only about her kits and the mistakes she's made.
and maybe it'll get better. They need to like have more characters for me to care about, because right now it's like if you don't like Fireheart, which I don't, it's like a little hard sometimes because everybody else like doesn't get as much time.
And my last note is obviously the last page, last sentence. Tiger Claw is now the leader of Shadow Clan. What do we think?
Cool.
Cool.
I don't know. It's like a lot of things in this book. I don't know if I like
what do
it.
you think is going to
I-
happen in book 5 now?
That's a good question. Yeah.
I have to assume that that's going to be the main like through line for book 5. I hope. Just deal with Tiger Claw already, dear God.
Oh, you know what? Because did Fireheart end up telling Blue Star about the tunnel to Shadow Clan?
You know what? I forgot to add that in the note. They
Oh, you're
never
right.
bring it up again. Ever
don't.
again.
There's no way. There's no way they
ever is it brought up again.
Really?
Never. Like I don't think ever.
Of course not. That'd be too useful.
Wait, that's crazy. Because what I was about to say was if he brought it up, then I think it would be interesting if Blue Star was like, nope, we're gonna raid them, we're gonna kill him 9 times. Let's do it. And like let's use the tunnel, we know the tunnel, and Fireheart's like, whoa, let's not get hasty.
Wait,
but
I
guess-
want to make my prediction. I think Blue Star's dying next book.
Probably.
Yeah. Tiger Claw's finally gonna get it right this time. I believe in him.
Anyway.
Blue Star's gonna die. Fireheart's going to appoint White Storm as deputy. Or maybe
Wait, does this mean that
Longtail as
Tiger Claw's
deputy.
9 lives now?
All right, so I think with that,
I feel like we're in a minefield right now.
yeah, we can't
US.
confirm nor deny. We can't speak at all after these predictions.
This is our show now, Andrew.
Oh,
Okay,
shit.
okay, yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, so let's decide what's
The
happening next
Ramdrew
book.
show.
So, Blue Star's dead.
Mhm.
Tiger Claw now has 12 lives because he's gonna,
Mm.
change it up a little bit. We're just breaking the rules. They're gonna send the plague even more to ThunderClan. They're gonna replaguify
in
them.
what form?
Oh.
Locusts. That's my
Carrier pigeons.
Ooh.
All right, well, if that's
Okay.
everyone's last note for Rising Storm, Andrew, you know the deal. You first.
I'm gonna give this one a 4.
Okay. Any
Whoa.
reason why?
Uh,
Other
yeah,
than the reasons you already stated?
again, fire scene, really well done. I like a lot of the plot points. I like the whole idea behind like the sickness. I like the idea behind, Tiger Star still lurking. I like the fire. I like the conflict with the 2-leg plays. I hate how every single one of those were handled. There's a lot of good ideas. I hate how they were all handled. I hate how it feels like nothing really happened in this book. I mean, yes, things happen, but again, I don't know. This book is just kind of frustrating. It's nowhere near as bad as book 2, but I feel like the baseline books have to be better than this. I hope. It gets below average for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Rams.
I will give it.
Voice shaking. Hi.
Nope. I'll give it a 5.7.
Whoa.
Okay.
Solid score,
5.7.
solid score.
Any reason as to why, or like how you got less than a 6?
Yeah, I think I liked it. Similar to Andrew, it's like I liked like a lot of the stuff that happened here. It's just like it felt like really piecemealed together. It felt like a bunch of like short stories or like an anthology, or not an anthology, but it just didn't feel like super duper connected.
Blix.
Like this one's hard because it's like There's so many iconic moments in this, and there's so many things that change the course of books going forward and stuff. Kind of. Well, a couple things. But like I agree that it did feel like a lot of filler. I don't think I liked it or disliked it either way, so I want to do a 5 just to be like, it is what it is. But I don't have like strong emotions in either direction. So yeah, I would say a 5 just for that reason.
Okay, Grace.
I rated this one a 6, mainly because the pacing overall was just a little bit rough. In terms of what I know the series is capable of, kind of fell all over the place to the point that it was, and like even after the fact of rereading, kind of forgettable. I think there was just a lot left to be desired, and docking a point for Yellowfang dying.
I'll give it a 6.3. That's mainly just because
join me.
that's mainly because of a lot of the character interactions. Yellowfang, Cloudpaw, after he learned his lesson. With my own headcanon, that is what increases Blue Star's like whole descent into sanity. So that's why I'm including that in this. So I'll give it the highest rating out of everyone here. Why not? I liked it.
Again, it wasn't like book 2. It wasn't a bad read.
Nothing
just,
ever
no,
will be.
It was
the
just
issue
like
is
blah.
so many plot points could have been so much better, I feel like.
All right, but if that's everything else, that is all we got for Rising Storm. We will reconvene with A Dangerous Path. Do you guys have anything else to add before we let y'all go?
Stay in school. Don't do
Drop out of school.
chamomile. No, don't listen to